Yes. Please take pictures. I want to see.
Okay, I will.
I
Me
want
too.
to bask in their glory.
I assume that's about dice.
Yes. She got new dice. She got new dice.
Hey, very nice, very nice.
My friends are turning me into a dice goblin.
Oh, well.
That's how all dice goblins start.
Start the horde. I'm dragon now. I've got the whole horde.
I mean, that's what happens when you play D&D. You lose control of your life schedule, and you get a mountain of dice.
Yeah. Zora bought me my first set of dice, and it's been
real,
a
and I
horde
hate
ever
it.
since.
I forgot about that. Also, hi, Spiffy. Well,
Yeah.
it is. We're now hitting triple digits, so it's time to crank out the old M6 tank top. Ugh.
Wait, you don't wear tank tops year round?
No, because unlike your neck of the woods, even though you're 4 hours away, we get snow. So
I'm wearing
no.
a
I'd still wear a
t-shirt that
tank
says
top.
I'm wearing a t-shirt that says "Be patient, I'm a helldiver."
Oh, God.
Tank top jacket over.
It's got
good enough for the snow.
It's got cartoon
That's funny.
hell
Oh my
divers on it.
goodness. That is
Oh,
adorable.
hold it up again. You didn't hold it up long enough.
I love it.
Yeah, funny.
Oh, that's
my goodness.
you gotta
It looks like it was
post a
drawn with
picture of that
crayons.
so we can see the whole
Yep.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of Commissar Kai's t-shirts.
That's funny.
It
That's
is
a good
awesome.
one.
Is what it is.
I don't think some of you know this, but this was originally from Designed by Humans, which unfortunately went out of business a year ago. So I will have to talk to HB Fox and Rojan because maybe TeePublic could be
We need
another area, but we'll have to look into it.
we need a merch store because I need the moon is outside made into a t-shirt. That has to be a thing.
I do have an option for us. It's a service that I've been using for my own personal stuff for a while. So when we have that conversation, I'll talk to you guys about it.
Okay, perfect.
Does it offer not dice mats, but desk mats?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're
because
gonna
we-
do desk
because
maps. Yeah.
Because I want
Ooh,
I
that's
want
nice.
the world map as a desk mat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
well,
that
they
would be
do
awesome.
everything like desk mats, blankets, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, I think
Nice.
scarves as well.
Well, now
I
I want an
need- I
M6
need-
blanket, so thank you for putting that in my head.
I need a new big desk mask that
I do
match
too,
that
actually.
could be really cool. You-
I
Yep,
like
I
my
wa-
one that has the Behold Roleplay logo on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I'll
want
bring that back.
I want campaign character t-shirts that just have like the all of the characters
Yeah.
on them.
the group ones.
Oh,
Oh,
I do that.
like
Yeah.
And
a
these are stickers. Our little M6 and Mimsy sticker.
Yeah.
I want a T-shirt that's made after Grimm, but it's just a giant beard that goes up to the neck of the T-shirt.
Yes.
It just looks like it's
those
the
would
beard
be
that goes
a
down.
big seller, I think.
yeah. You know what I mean.
That's fun. Yeah, we'll have to talk about it, but it made me realize because most of my tank tops are from Designed by Humans, so I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get my tank tops now. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that. But hi, we are back, and a lot happened since in the last episode. First things first, Athelia suddenly disappeared thanks to a card pull. Everyone kind of pulled their resources and immediately, it was actually kind of funny because going back rewatching the episode, you guys kind of silently just went, oh fuck, and then all kind of did your own thing without communicating until later. It was just like, this is kind of funny. Y'all went into war mode and I love it. But you guys were able to reach out to a few people. Arleo being one of them, some of you doing your own research as to who you can talk to locate a Prothean data disk, which is needed to locate where the cryo life pod that Athelia is kind of hanging out in at the moment, somewhere in the galaxy. You eventually, the next morning, went to have your meeting with the Citadel Council, which went very smoothly. So congrats to you guys. You guys were very good. You made some requests of them that were quite reasonable that they complied to. One of them being a couple of ship upgrades. One of them being a huge cannon and shield that would take roughly a day to install, as time is of the essence and they are aware of it. So kind of just asked you guys to stay a day to get that installed. You guys found out that one of the Citadel members, Tevos, an Asari, though not great with Prothean technology or Prothean lore, has experienced in her lifetime knowing some locations of some Prothean temples, which you guys learned that the temples are what actually hold the data disks. So you guys got about 4 or 5 planets to kind of go off of that are potentially rumored to house some temples that could potentially have these data disks. On your way back, you were met with a strange new companion, a Turian named Tarquin, who was tasked by Arleo to help you guys out on finding Athelia, as well as aid you in your time of need. We ended with Vera a little bit earlier asking Arissa if perhaps she could be escorted or have someone escort her sister back home, which happened a little bit later that day, where she said goodbye after having what I feel like were really nice moments between the sisters the whole time. And you guys are kind of, at this point, sort of doing your own thing. It's still very early. With Tarquin being there, it's still probably mid-morning, so it's not even that late right now, as you guys still pretty much have the whole day before you are done with your upgrades and will most likely either have your temporary crew that you requested from the council either that following morning or that evening. You're not exactly sure when, but you do have plenty of time to prep before you would need to head out. So in this moment, with all of these options on what you guys could potentially do, and with Tarquin only being very, very new, maybe barely in 30 minutes on this ship, what do you guys decide to do? I know it's a lot to take in, guys.
Ow.
Well, I've got back to the ship in Wheatley form.
You did, yeah.
So first thing I'm going to do is go back into my main Juggernaut armature frame.
Okay.
And
Does it say it takes like an hour? Or no, that's if you're doing your own frames. Never mind.
that's if I'm frame swapping.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is just I put a couple of programs into Wheatley's to basically record and speak, and that's about all it is, and it just transferred the data back into the mainframe. Mainframe technically never shut off, it's just staying on the station so I don't play 2 characters at once. I mean on the ship, but yeah.
Yes.
Just, remote control mini-me basically. But yeah, no, so it's gonna get back into the lab, dump all the data into the main Geth frame, and it'll probably stand off of its charging unit at that point and just lumber its way through the hallways of the ship towards the command room where I assume Brachus is going to be.
Okay.
Since we're about to most probably take off. And yeah, we're gonna check the security console, make sure all the hatches and everything are properly shut, that we're pressurized, that we don't have any leaks, doing security officer things. Before, probably stomping back towards engineering. Remind me, where is your new character hanging out at the moment, Tam?
Well, he went to his room to put his stuff down, sat down to write up that dossier that Vera had asked for, and he hasn't left yet.
So he's basically in the
So-
main living quarters area, because Brockus just said, pick a room, so...
Would those hallways be anywhere between the command post and engineering?
Engineering is in a different area.
Mhm.
It's... I don't remember
I'm
if
thinking
I
would I
said,
have to go
like, how
through there
many.
to get to engineering. Like, I don't know what the layout is of the ship.
You would essentially have to take an elevator, if you will, to get to the
gotcha.
living quarters, since engineering is kind of in its own special area on
Got it.
another floor. So you would have to take, and that's kind of where the med bay and everything is too. So the living quarters, you would have to take kind of a central elevator, which there's several throughout the
Alright.
ship.
So yeah, central elevator to engineering to do my job. Once we're in flight.
Well, you won't be flight for at least until tomorrow morning. And it's only like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning right now. So you have a day.
Oh, so there's a whole day before we go.
Yes.
Okay. Then probably off to the lab instead of engineering then.
Okay. What's everyone else doing right now, since they have the day?
I think Vera has gone straight to navigation and
Okay.
has begun to plot out routes to every potential destination that we have in front of us.
Okay. And when you look at the route, you notice that thankfully, they're all fairly close to each other. There may be one that's like a bit further away, but the clusters that you need to find, depending on where you guys decide to go, are fairly close. Which means that if one doesn't work out, you don't have to travel too far to get to the next spot. And if you want to, entirely up to you, if you want to go ahead and just mark them on the map, you are more than welcome to, since you technically would have this map, in all
Yep,
hologram.
That is exactly what I am doing right now. Is
Oh, I just
circling
noticed.
the systems that we need to go to, and then writing the planet names next to them.
Perfect. Okay. That'll probably...
Is
That'd be pretty
Tarquin
quick.
on our network? Like, would he be included? Like, if somebody sends a message to the crew, is he included in that?
You haven't
Not
checked
yet.
yet.
Who do I check with about that?
Your Omni tool. See if he's part of your contacts.
Okay, so I check my Omni tool. He's not there.
He is there.
He is there. Okay,
He
all
is
right.
there.
I'm going to drop a message that I am going to be in the med lab. I'm going to try to make some more of the potions. The
Medigels?
the medi. I think I'm going to go for the ultra gel. See if
Okay.
I can do those, and I will also extend then an invitation to Tarquin if he would like to drop by and see the facilities we have, since he knows that they are there.
Okay.
Talked about that.
He is on your contact list. He's actually on everyone's contact list. He's just not part of the group chat. Older and Dumber, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome. Tarquin, what do you decide to do?
I mean, Tarquin will reply to the message saying he'll come by after he finishes getting settled in. But first, he's going to probably familiarize himself with more of the layout of the ship while looking for Baracus to get a better idea of where we're headed.
Okay, just like most ships, and you don't have to like hack into them or anything because you're literally on the ship. Most ships actually have a layout. You just have to know where to look for them. So if you decide to kind of wander for a moment and look for it, you will actually see a ship schematic and locations laid out for everyone to see. So you get a good sense of where you need to go.
Okay. And he's gonna make his way wherever Brox is at this point in time.
Well, again, it shows the schematic, but it doesn't show like Brockus is here, Riley is there.
Oh, sorry.
So, no, it's just a map. it's like a basic.
No, I
bitch,
misinterpreted what you said.
Yeah, no, it's a basic bitch like mall map where it says you are here, but it doesn't tell you where everyone else is. Now, if you wanted to try an electronics or a hacking to see if you can pinpoint everyone's Omni tool, you can try that. But otherwise, you would have to physically go and check.
Hey, you mean we don't have like the Star Trek thing to where you can just ask the computer where everybody's at on the ship?
Unless Jamar. You know what? It's a Krogan ship. I'd say yeah. If you knew the proper like protocols and what to ask, you probably could just like have the VI of the ship to kind of just tell you.
You do have a security officer who monitors where everybody is in real time at all times through the camera systems.
Yes, but Tarquin's not there. The point is Tarquin. The whole point of this is Tarquin's trying to find people. You all are good. You guys know what the hell you're doing. Tarquin doesn't, so Tarquin will have to figure that out. It's not impossible. It's just a matter of what you want to do.
If she does hack in, I would like to respond. I'm sure Jamar also would like to respond.
Well, let's find out.
That's not really Tarquin's thing, so.
Yeah.
Tarquin more would walk and round and start poking his head around to try and figure out where everyone was at, more for the sake of getting the mental layout. Like, he's seen the map, but to actually physically walk the ship and see where everything is.
Okay.
And get the layout physically.
If that's the case, you already got a message from Riley saying, I'll be in the med bay. So you can immediately see on the map. It's pretty basic for the most part, or not basic, but very straightforward. So you can see, okay, here's the navigation room. Here is the holodeck. Here is the pilot seat. Here is the common area, engineer room, the cargo space where some of the shuttles are. So all that stuff you're getting, if you want something more like in depth, won't necessarily be on there, but all the basic things that a ship needs to function are all on that map. And most of them are kind of on the same level too. So I would say if you're actively going around checking them out, you could probably easily find at least Riley, Vera, and Brockus at this moment.
Okay.
Unless you make your way over to the engineering area. But all those areas, those three areas, are going to be the closest to each other.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably not going to head into the medical area just yet because he wants to check in with Brockus first. So yeah, so he'll start poking around more of the common areas, run into Brockus.
Okay.
Be like, Brockus, do you have any information on where we're heading? I want to make sure I have all my necessary equipment.
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't made that decision yet. I was just about to make my way up to navigation to check out how far we are from each one of the planets that we have information on. Though, given the information that Arleo gave me and the information that we got from the counselor, I'm thinking there's two strong locations that I think we should head towards. One being in the Armstrong Nebula, because there is a high possibility there's a Prothean temple there. Or we go to the sharing planets in Attican Beta. Only downside is that planet's a hellscape.
How so?
Hydrogen, helium atmosphere, tons of methane all over the place, brown haze obscuring your view. Not really a walk in the park. Though if I wanted to hide data disks anywhere, that would be where I'd want.
Yeah, it would discourage most people from taking them. Well, that explains why Arleo gave me these, and he's gonna pull out a full set of helmet mods because these are supposed to help with toxic resistance. He gave me one for each of you guys.
Oh, perfect.
I figured we had half a day on the Citadel. Is there anything we need to pick up? You have all the supplies we need.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good on supplies. We're just waiting for the upgrades to be done and the crew to arrive, and we're going to do a little bit of a briefing. Which reminds me, I need to get Vera on that. I am not much of a people person. Not to mention, I don't think she's more suited to give the "here's what expected of you" speech. Military bullshit.
No. You said you were gonna do it.
Did I?
Well, Vera volunteered you, and you were just like,
Oh,
I'm sure. Yeah.
yeah. He wasn't really paying attention, so he just agreed to whatever she said.
That's
It's the
fair.
captain's job.
That's fair.
All right. Well, be prepared for a bunch of threatening then.
Oh my god, yes, please.
It's just gonna be that scene from the Simpsons with the old man. That's paddling.
Well, if you're doing a new crew briefing, I'll make sure I'm there.
This will probably be the first time that we will actually have enough people to sit at that conference table and actually fill it up.
Keeping a crew small is not necessarily a bad thing, but
Yeah. Have you seen the size of this ship?
I've seen the map.
We are running on minimum everything. We have enough to survive, and we have enough to make the ship go. We have a bridge crew. That's about it. I just realized. Oh. Most of these people who are going to be brought on here aren't going to understand Krogan technology. I hope Mel left notes.
Or you got some Krogans coming on board.
True. We'll burn that bridge when we cross it. Zoro, if you have music playing, I do not hear it.
Really? That's
Yeah,
been
it
this whole
is
time.
dead.
Let me go ahead and refresh it.
I probably
Yeah,
need
I'm
a
like
new
vibing
link.
in the background. Like, this is nice. This is pretty.
No.
Let me try it again.
Yep, I just probably just need to refresh the link.
Probably. Did it work when I refreshed the page? Sometimes that works when I refresh the page.
Let me try.
Because technically it's the same link regardless.
There we go. There we go. Yep, it
is?
works
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm
Thanks for letting
spoiled.
me
It's just, it's very hard to speak when it's quiet.
Yeah, because then you
That's
like hear your own thoughts and you're just like, oh god, the mood's not there.
Shut up, me.
In that case, I might pick up a few things to keep myself busy on the journey after I meet Riley in the med bay. She requested me to come down there.
Oh, 1 sec. How do they do this?
What are you doing?
He like punches something into like one of the consoles on the wall, and he tries to get Tarquin added onto the crew list so that they're able to use like commands and whatnot.
Yes, so that is set up in the main oh my god, the pilot deck area, on one of the
my home.
computers. Yeah, so
On
it's
the bridge,
basically-
okay.
Yeah, on the bridge. Thank you. Oh my god, I couldn't think of the word. On the bridge itself, where you can easily go to one of the computers and, you know, give them admin permissions, pick and choose what you want them to do, set their password, all that good stuff.
Make password requirements ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm thinking IT here. So yeah, you can easily do that, and that's how you would add the crew like manifests and everything if anyone were to ever ask.
Yep.
It's kind of all there for you.
And once he's added into the crew manifest, I add him into the space Slack channel, so he's now just a part of like the group chat.
Out of curiosity, when it asks what Tarquin's job title is, do you leave it blank, NA, or do you add a little something?
That's a good question. What was Athelia's title on the ship?
Communicator. Communications. And negotiator. Communications, though.
I'm trying to think of the specific terminology for it when you have somebody from a ship join on to the crew and they fill a position. It's not substitute, it's not temporary.
Like is it liaison? Is that what that? No. Liaison? Is that how it's been?
You know what? That's what I'm gonna put communications liaison.
Okay, there we go. I mean, yeah, it's the person that's the go-between. It's basically another word for communication.
Mm-hmm.
But they go in between people, so if it's more of like, hey, if you guys want to say something, instead of them kind of taking the initiative, they're kind of the messenger, if you will.
I don't know how well versed in communications you are, but you're up on the bridge. That's a spot that needs to be filled. The title is just that. It's just for looks. I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm not going to make you communicate with people if you don't want to. The computer just needed something.
Yeah, I've never used the communication equipment, but I'm sure I can figure it out.
As far as I know, you press a button and you yell at people.
Good enough. Although I don't usually yell, so I'll push the button.
I'm trying to look up, because it's been a hot minute, of what all the job titles were for the ship, but...
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, there's crew. That's what it's under. It's under crew. I'm pretty sure it's under crew. Oh, I just now realized something. We're adding a feature you guys have never had to deal with before.
I'm fucking sorry.
So when you guys get new crew members, there is an actual table called disgruntled crew. There is a table, depending on what your actions are and how you treat them, will determine how well they follow your orders. So there is a crew table. So there's like a whole crew mutiny. They will quit the next time they're at the next port. A fight will break out, nothing happens, so there's a whole thing you guys have to do.
Finally work for me
With
as a
your
security
crew.
officer.
Tire Jesus, I think, has it right. The title would be bosun.
There we go.
Oh,
There
it
you
is.
go.
I mean, I was also trying to find the actual crew, because they do exist. That's how you guys were able to look up who's what. It's been so long that I need to look it up. But yeah, under the player's manual, it says crew and what happens when you are with the crew. Now, the good news is you don't have to deal with paying the crew, because the council did say that since you are technically borrowing them, they're not officially part of your crew, they are paying the way, so you don't have to worry about paying them. Which is one step closer to them being a happier crew. But that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that shit.
Well, they will definitely be well fed.
Wow. Very true. Very true. Here we go. Systems. That's the word it was under. Systems. So you have Helm Navigation Weapons, EWS, which is Electronics Warfare Suite, SSE, the Sensors, Scanners, and Communication, the Drive, which is what I think Mel's, that was Mel's job because it was keeping the engineering part of keeping the system going. And then of course there's additional stuff like Mineral Scanner and all that stuff, but those were the essential ones. Now, of course, with the ship, you can add on whatever you guys want. You don't have to stick to this to the T. So obviously you have a medic, which isn't part of there. Yes, it's not part of the actual like fighting portion of it, but it's still a job title.
Ophelia was your SSC.
Yes. Yes, she was. I was looking at the completely wrong area. It's under systems. Okay. Okay, I feel better now. It's been a hot minute.
Well, appreciate you adding me to the system. I will head down to see Riley. If
Okay.
anything comes up, just let me know.
Yep, I'll let everybody know.
That he's just going to turn and head off unless you stop him.
Nope. Zoro, is navigation up on the bridge, or did that have it like its own little room?
It's in the bridge area, but it's kind of like its own special side room. So it's connected to the bridge. That way Vera could communicate to you while you guys were navigating or flying through the space and everything. So yeah, it's connected.
All right, that's where Brockus will be heading then.
Okay. So technically, unless Vera was hyper-focused, she probably technically could have heard part of that conversation. But just so you guys know, as a reminder, because you guys don't do too many mods in this system, but mods are kind of treated like, oh my god, my brain. Attunements. They're considered attunements. So you guys do need an hour to attune to these helmet mods. Or in this case, install the software for the helmet mod. Brockus, you were given 6. 6 of those mods, and they do some nifty things. So it's called Toxic Resistance. What it does is that it will up the durability of both your breathing tank and your armor, so it can withstand harsher environments. And what it does as well is it will give you guys resistance to acid and poison damage. And you have advantage on Constitution saving throws that would cause you to be poisoned. And I see Tam already copied and pasted that in there, but I just wanted to let everyone else know what that fancy little thing was.
I figured you would, which is why I didn't do it in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Being immune to poison and all of that, do I need the mod?
Technically, yes, for at least the durability aspect. Because you're still going to corrode to a certain degree, if depending on how harsh the environment is. So if anything else, it'll help your durability in environments.
Okay, we'll take it then.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but depending on how long you are exposed to the atmospheres, you could start to corrode and deteriorate.
Let me put it to you this way. I'll take it if there's a leftover one after all the squishy, fleshy ones have had theirs.
Well, they were... Brockus, not that you're aware of it at the moment, but there's 6 that Brockus was given. So 1 for each of you.
I mean, Tarquin only kept 1. He only gave Brockus 5 of them.
No, he has 6.
Oh.
There's still 6. Do you think Arleo would forget about Athelia having 1? Come on.
No, I just would.
Oh! So you have 2 you pocketed. 1 for me, 1 for later.
1 for me
No.
and 1 for me.
No, he would have given everything except
for
for
each.
1.
I'm gonna turn that resistance into immunity.
I see.
Hell
He's
yeah.
gonna give 1 for Athelia, but not 1 for Acelia. I see how it is, Arlo.
Oh fuck! Sorry, 7. that was me.
Again, we can
That
give
was-
mine to
so-
the flesh bags first.
No, that was just me being dumb and not counting. 7. You got
Not
7.
one for Mercy.
What about Mercy? Come on.
No.
It wasn't just me.
See how it is. Zoro doesn't want us to take our heavy hitter into combat. That's why Mercy doesn't get resistance.
If you guys want to bring a child with you, that's on you. The ship will have the resistance.
That's fine. We'll just, she knows how to fly the ship.
Yeah, she does. You guys experienced it.
The landing was rough, but yeah, we got there.
Yeah, it was a bit torn. The docking bay was a little destroyed. All right.
Any landing you could walk away from.
Yep. All right. So Tarquin, as you are making your way to the med bay, Raka, since you're right there next to the navigation area, you could easily find Vera right there. Kind of has the huge holo map open, and you can see that she's making notes as you see some planets are highlighted. She's kind of doing some research of her own.
Getting a bit of quiet time in.
Thought I should use this time to prepare our options.
He's gonna walk over by her, and he's just gonna hand her the helmet mod from Arleo.
Is it helpful, or
It will definitely help us where we need to go.
and did you have Jamar give it a once over to make sure there isn't any sort of tracking chip or data collection of some kind embedded within it?
Look, I actually kind of want a tracking chip on these just in case things go south.
It's cute you think that's what he needs to track you guys, but carry on.
Oh, I have no doubt that he infected our Omni tools the second we stepped onto Omega.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Man, stepped on Omega the moment you got contacted by Omega's landing security. He was already in the system.
He's like, I like you
Any
guys.
help we can
Ha-
get.
So you have any options on what would be the first place to go?
Well, we are inundated with choices. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on your perspective. I assume priority 1 is getting Athelia back.
That would be correct.
Well, on that front, Arleo and the council did come through to us, or through for us, with some leads. So I think we can... I hesitate to say ignore Veer for now, but that can go on the back burner, which I still have to share some information with you all about that, but that's a later problem. Right now, I think we need to decide if we're going to set course for one of Arleo's destinations or one of the council's destinations. Fortunately, there is one location that does overlap, and that is Sharing.
That was going to be my suggestion as well. I'll take a coincidence over nothing. but they both mentioned it. It may be a good place to check. And then the information that we got from the counselor about Antibar would probably be a good one as well.
Yes. Sharing and Antibar both seem to have temples located on them. The other locations, the ones from Arleo, they are just rumors, but I don't think he would have passed them along if he wasn't confident that there would be something useful there for us. And according to him, the rumors say that there is Prothean data disks on those planets, whereas the locations from Counselor Tevos, they're just Prothean temples. There's no guarantee that there's data disks there. But either way, I think Sharing is a good place to start.
I think that is the good place. I think we start with Sharing and then make our decisions based off of what we find there.
Agreed. At the very least, Sharing is a good kind of middle ground for all the other locations, so we'll have a better idea once we explore that place and get a better idea of what exactly we're looking for. I do also have another location in the Phoenix system, which has been on my radar for a while now. It may not be of any help with Athelia, but I do have reason to believe there is Prothean technology of some kind there.
Looking at the map, if we want to make the best time, we may want to hit Phoenix first then.
Well, unfortunately, if we did go to Phoenix in the Argos Row, we would have to backtrack in order to then go to Sharing in the Attican Beta. From where we are now, it's 3 jumps to the Attican Beta. Whereas if we went to the Argos Row, that's 2 jumps away, but we'd have to backtrack 1 jump in order to then go to Sharing.
Couldn't we hit the Shadow Sea and then the Nubian Expanse and head down that way?
We could. That's still 1 extra jump as opposed to the 3 it would take just to go straight to Sharing. But if you think Phoenix is worth checking out sooner rather than later, I have no qualms with going that route. I can plot a course for us and read some recent reports on the area and see if we can avoid any difficulties or dangers along the way.
I mean, we're gonna have to make those jumps anyway.
It is true.
You know what, just for funsies, let's get everyone over to the map so we can see what you guys are going to have to do.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. That way everyone can be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
I do really like Vera's notes on the map. They look very nice.
Thank you. Figured it was time to just circle things and put some notes on there, and instead of just putting X's near places and then immediately forgetting what those X's were for.
Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking is we jump the Phoenix and then we go up to the Shadow Sea, and then we could either hit the Numian Expanse or we can hit Kepler Verge and then go down into Attican Beta and then over into the Armstrong Nebula after that.
Yeah, so that route would be like this. You guys can see the measure I'm
Yep.
doing on the map,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So that would be that route there, which, yeah, that makes sense to me.
There's technically a shorter route. Although, no, you're trying to get to Phoenix. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, initially what Vera was
Right.
thinking was this route here, straight
Yeah.
to Charing.
That's what I was seeing.
But if we
yeah.
want to, yeah, if we want to hit Phoenix along the way, then we'd go the other route.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, after we clear these 3, if we still need to go anywhere, we can go back through the Attican Beta down into Hades Gamma and then into the Voyager cluster, and hit Benthu over there.
Yeah, that seems like an efficient route. I have no problems with going that way, if that is what the captain desires.
Don't call me that.
We can always loop back through the Nubian.
I hate
and
titles.
Shadow, see if we're Phoenix on the way back if we want to. I mean, it doesn't stop us from going there.
We're gonna have a full crew, Brockus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to it.
You are, and if I may, we've all kind of just been friends, I'd like to think, on this journey. So we've been relatively slack with each other. We can't be that way with a whole crew. There has to be discipline and order, and they have to be treated as crewmates with jobs that they have to do.
I mean, I can still be relaxed and
Of course, you
still
can
expect
be you.
everybody to do their job. I mean, it's called being a dad. It's what I do anyway.
And I wouldn't dream of trying to change that. But when people step out of line, there will have to be discipline.
Are you volunteering to discipline anybody who steps out of line?
Well, I think the choice is either me or Omen. And
I get your
do-
point on that one.
I do trust Omen, but
The crew may have an issue being disciplined by a Geth, yes.
right.
Wow, I'm being fired from my job because of my race. I see how it is.
Oh no, you're still security officer. It's just if somebody needs a punishment carried out.
No, it's still your race. It is racial here.
100%.
Not my fault. You
Good.
chose a race that kills everyone, so you know.
Job's yours.
Well, if anything is beyond my capabilities, I will be sure to escalate it to our security officer.
I guess that makes you the first officer, doesn't it?
I thought that was Mercy's job.
No, Mercy is. What did she say? Co-captain?
Ah, that's right, yes.
When I'm not here, she's captain of the ship.
There is no first mate, only co-captain.
Well, if you're offering me the title, I would be honored to take it.
He kind of just like slaps you on the back. Good, because you weren't going to have a say in it anyway.
Of course. Yes, Captain.
You call me captain around the crew. Not when it's just us.
Just helping you get used to it.
I will never get used to that.
That's what makes it fun.
Well, I better
Meanwhile, an Omen calls you Brockus Commander since the beginning.
Brockus Commander. Well, we got our path laid out. Guess now that all there is to wait for everybody to show up.
That gives you time to prepare your speech.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I think I will go introduce myself properly to our new crewmate. Do you know where he went?
I think he said something about finding Riley, and Riley was going to give him a tour of the ship.
Oh, maybe I'll join them.
All right. So as you kind of follow, not too far behind Tarquin, towards the med bay, Jamar and Omen, what are you guys doing right now?
Building a weapon of mass destruction. What else?
Are you?
I have a project I'm supposed to be working on for Riley.
Oh, which
we have
one?
That sheet somewhere.
Oh, it's been a
we
been
have
a
that
hot
sheet
minute.
somewhere. Fox pinned it somewhere. I know it.
I think it was a gun that launched Medigels.
Was it the Medigel launcher? That sounds
Or
like something I would do.
shot Medigels, I guess.
Oh gosh.
You wanted the gun of healing.
The gun of healing, yeah.
Oh god. Not that we haven't had one of those before.
It won't be the first, won't be the last. It'll be fine.
Okay. So you have practically a full day of doing this if that's what you want to focus on.
Yes, and that means you're gonna need weaponsmithing rolls out of
Yes,
me.
I'm gonna need 2 rolls for the first half of the day and the second half of the day, unless you're doing something else.
Okay. That is 24
Oh, nice.
out of 15.
Okay.
You probably want some d6s to go with that, don't you?
Yes, please.
That's a 4 and a 1, so that's what, 3?
You know, that kind of makes sense because the 15 was a little bit on the lower end of the spectrum, but yeah. Remind me, because it's been a while, what is this weapon? Is it a shotgun of healing? A grenade launcher of healing?
It's not a shotgun of healing. It is much more like... I think we were looking at something sort of like,
Rocket launcher.
oh my god.
Whistling birds. If you know,
Yeah,
you know.
basically an undermount. No, because she doesn't use guns.
No.
This was an attachment for her freaking suit. That's what this was.
Was it to to do a Medigel for yourself?
I think
Is
it
that
was
what
the
it was?
self-stimming. I think that's what it was. I think it was a self-injector.
I think so. 'cause
no.
That sounds familiar.
No?
No?
Yes?
I thought the idea was that I don't really have heals and I don't have a ranged heal. So the idea was how could I heal? I thought the idea was how could I heal at range? So something that would take a Medigel, I could just put the Medigel of choice in there and launch
so a
it.
dart launcher. Dart launcher.
Like a dart launcher kind of thing
Just
was what I thought it
That
was.
doesn't seem unreasonable. I mean, that's totally functional.
Like sort of you know, I assume all these Medigels are the same size, more or less, just different strengths, and you just, you know.
I've been treating it like
Pop
it's some
them.
sort of, topical ointment, like Vaseline.
The bullets of healing make their return.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things because of the fact that I'm really more like if this was traditional, I'd be more of a wizard or a sorcerer than I would be a healer. So the idea is how do we get around that?
Well, to be fair, when you
think
guys
you're confusing
officially
it with-
when you guys officially lost your healer, I found ways so you guys wouldn't be stranded. You guys just refused to loot shit.
You can't
We're on a
make it.
mission.
We are consummate professionals. We do not loot. We're not pirates.
And the one time people want to
But
loot,
Greg,
you're
you
like, hey,
probably-
my daughter.
You're probably mixing it up with what Athelia had requested because she had requested the mod to heal yourself.
Oh,
Right.
that's what it was.
Athelia was the one for the self-healing. Okay, so hers
she's
is
dead right
the,
now, so.
the launcher thing. So
Oh,
yeah,
well.
Athelia's dead. That's a different problem for another
Yeah.
day.
I will check my notes and see if I was clever
Either
enough to write
way,
something down.
Zoro, what is my objective number?
So that is very simple because you're not making a crazy. It's not like Vera's or Brockus's things that it's like it's got its own unique mechanisms. So I would say for this one, you would probably just need 10.
10? Okay.
But you guys are going to be doing a
Easy.
lot of traveling, so I feel
Yeah.
like you guys you're going to get it done before you guys land.
This is also a PSA. If you want shit, now's the time to put in an order. It'll go in the queue.
Jamar does like a
Okay.
little copy paste reminder in the group chat, like, "Hey." PSA reminder.
PSA, if you want something, have it on my desk by tomorrow morning.
All right. You said you were working on a project as well, Omen?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What are you working on? And are you working on it all day?
Yes, I need a
Okay.
hammer.
You need. Are you making an Omni hammer?
I already have an Omni hammer. I need a
Oh.
bigger and better hammer.
Oh God. Okay. So you are trying to use energy and technology to make it bigger and better, and harder.
Yeah, or I could just make a full-on physical, big metal thing that I could
Oh.
bong people with. You
That
pick, it,
too.
pick whichever way you want.
No, it's whatever
Why-
you want. I'm just here to tell the story. What do you want?
You said you were making a hammer. My first thought was you're going to take that the piece of the nuclear reactor that you have in your chest and put it on a stick and just use it as a hammer.
Oh,
See, I
please
thought
do.
of finding a way
Oh,
where the
please
hammer
do.
could be an outlet for the nuclear power, but I'd rather not set off a nuke every time I hammer someone on the head.
See, here's the problem. That's now
Mm-hmm.
fused with his body, so he would need to destroy his body to kind of extract that, which
Plus,
he technically
I
can.
I already have a way to use that nuclear power in fights and stuff. We'll talk about that later. But
Okay. So do you want to
for
make?
now, when I don't want to just blast things with nuclear energy and I just want to be a little bit more subtle and refined, yes,
Oh.
I'd like a bigger hammer.
So hammer. That's subtle.
Correct.
So do
More
you
so
want it
than
to
nuke.
be? So do you want it to be an Omni tool enhancement, or do you want it to be a physical hammer?
I mean,
It makes a
Which-
difference, so I
whichever-
know what you need to do.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Can I do both realistically with the time that I have right now?
I mean, they won't be done today, but you could do both if you want. Projects don't
Yes,
happen
no,
in
for
a
sure.
day.
I'm asking, is there one of the two that I could get done by the time we get to our next mission?
Oh, yeah, you can get at least one done, if not both by then. Because, again, by the time you guys get to Phoenix in the Argos Row, hold on. That's going to be about 5 days of travel. 5 to 6 days.
Okay.
So that's plenty of time if you guys want to do, if you want to do a physical and regular Omni tool. Of course, the not so much the Omni tool, the version of it, but you will need both materials and not Metagel,
Omnigel?
Omni gel to create it. Which,
I mean, we have plenty-
to be honest, it's ridiculous. Like, you need a fuck ton of this stuff in the game. Like, you find it like freaking candy. But in this system, it's like, oh, you only need 4 to make this crazy ass amazing gun. It's like, oh,
Yeah, right.
it's so cheap. But you guys have like 400, so you guys are fine. Just ask Jamar. He's
I
the
remember.
hoarder.
I remember still having leftovers after making my hopper frame. So yeah. Yeah, we'll do both. I mean, we
Okay.
have plenty of Omnigel, so I'm not too worried about materials. Is there like anything
Okay.
else aside from the Omnigel that you think I would need material-wise that I could last minute buy today before we fly off?
I would ask Jamar, because you guys have over time. You guys did it a lot at the beginning of the campaign, not so much now, but you guys did scrap for materials to make stuff. And Jamar, you have made a few things since then. So I would say that you guys are probably getting a little low on materials. So if anything, you probably just need to buy them, which is stupid easy. Like every market would have stuff like that, even a junkyard. Because it's not like you need any specialty. Unless you're trying to do something super crazy with it, you're good.
Define super crazy.
Okay, if you're gonna have it shoot fireballs and spin with a mace attached to it, like...
You're telling me I could have a hammer that fires fireballs when I bonk people with it?
more like fire, like,
Cone.
yeah. Like a flamethrower.
Close enough.
Zoro, for reference, after all the damage of the building that's been done, I still have a marker at 225 Omnigel.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're not hurting
Yeah,
for
we're not
Omnigel.
lacking.
But I would say at
No,
this point... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, there was a couple weapon caches that we basically disassembled and brought home.
You did. That was like your first time in a long
That's-
time you guys did that.
Yeah, I was running low.
Yeah. You're like me with health potions. Oh man, I'm only in the teens.
Shoot, I'm gonna drop below the 3-digit marker. One moment.
So yeah, I would say, I know that's not something I had you guys keep track of, but I would say after all the creations Jamar has done and some like repairs and stuff you guys have done, I would say you're probably a bit low on materials too. You'd probably want to go out and buy some.
Raid the scrapyard.
But again, it's not that hard. Yeah. But you can at least get the ticker going
Everything
for the project.
disassembles into Omnigel, so... Like,
Yeah.
raid a scrapyard. Oh, look, discount bin. I'll take all of this.
Right.
Yeah, because you get it from like everything: guns, armor, other materials. Yeah, like you. That's of course for Omnigel, but I'm talking about like actual materials to
Metal
create
parts.
this physical thing. Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, for the Omni Hammer, I'm not too worried about it. It's more the non-digital version.
No, that is energy and electrical devices. So that's going to be a lot of more electronic rolls.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get whatever we need to make that special project. I would say. Yeah, I would not be against the hammer having the capability to bonk for extra fire damage on a crit or something.
God. I created the image in your head. Okay.
I like it.
So with that, it will take a little bit longer because it's a bit more technical than just a big bonk stick. So I can say you can easily go to the junkyard, which, long story short, they're very much wary of you, but because of your Spectre magnet, and not
Magnet,
this,
I love it.
this
Sorry.
being an area where there's not that many people, you don't really have to worry too much unless you want to go in disguise. But for the most part, you're not turning too many heads. And you guys do have one of those hover trolleys, so if you wanted to load it up with equipment, I mean, granted, you're probably strong enough to haul it, but if you want to have a nice haul, you can easily do that.
Definitely want a nice haul. Definitely will do that.
Okay, perfect. So again, this is something you don't
How
have
much
to
would
keep
that set me
track of.
back?
Well, that's the best part. It's a junkyard, so it's if you ever been to a junkyard, they really don't charge you for anything. It's like just grab what you want because it's literal scraps.
Yeah, worst case, it's usually by weight more than
I was about to
anything.
say it's usually the
Yeah.
weight of the metal, but yeah.
Well, yeah. So if you're getting like super specialty metal, maybe like a little bits of something. But if you're doing like a nice haul of mid to low grade metals, then yeah,
You know what? No, get me the super specialty metal. We'll make this the best bonk stick I've ever had my hands on. I will
Well-
pay you for the super specialty metal.
Let's see if you find any. I need a
Let's go.
percentile from you.
Alrighty, let's see if my dice betray me. 10 and D100. There we go.
And now I
Well,
have
that's a 90 and a 0.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
So whatever that is, I don't know how to do percentiles properly. I can
Well,
just tell you what's on the dice.
it's. You said it's a 90 and then 00. That's 90.
And then a 0, yeah.
Yeah, it's 90.
Well, there's no 10 on the D10, so I don't know if
No,
that's my
I know
10,
that.
but
So
yes.
it's a 90 and then a 0, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's 90.
Okay.
If it was the other way around, you'd be in trouble.
Why 0, 0, and a 0 is what? 0, no? Or 10?
No, that's 100, but 00 and 9 is 9. That's 9%.
So what's 100 then?
It's all
Not
zeros.
that it matters, I'm just curious.
All
Oh,
zeros.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you guys do it? Okay.
That's why I'm saying the one that has the number and the 0 is the first die that you read.
Okay.
Yeah. D&D stuff, kids.
I
Okay.
just do it the other way around. I just add the 2 dice together. That's why. It doesn't change anything, but yeah.
No, you still do.
Good.
Let me see here, because now I have to look up minerals. Ugh. Okay, oh my, okay. Oh god, I don't remember in what order these are considered good. Because I see platinum, which, you know, is always good, but then I see palladium, and I don't know where that range is on the spectrum. So let me... Haven't had
I
to
mean,
look
if you're
this
going to
up
be
in
using
forever.
real materials, palladium and platinum are
No.
not good for making something hard. They're very soft metals.
Here we
they're
go.
very precious. They're rare, but
Here
They're
we go.
conductive metals. They're not construction metals.
Here we go.
Sorry, you were saying?
Okay. I think I found it. So we want heavy to rare metals. Let's see here.
give me like some tungsten or something, you know?
Tungsten, titanium, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Big
for the
bulk
record, I'm
metals.
not looking up actual metals. I'm looking up metals in the Mass Effect universe. So yeah, I would say with a 90, yeah, fuck it. You can find tungsten.
Well, that's the same thing that those railgun ammos are made out of. Excellent.
I mean, you rolled a 90. That's pretty damn high. So yeah.
We'll be making a railgun ammo inspired. Okay, no, I'm stopping. But yes,
I mean,
okay,
it
cool.
is
Yeah,
considered
we're
a more rarer metal because you won't just find tungsten, like an abundance of tungsten in a junkyard, but you do find a decent amount. So yeah, if you wanted to make some of it into ammo, you could. I would say maybe a clip's worth. Otherwise, yeah, I would say, because a clip, if you have specialty ammo, clips are, I believe it's 20 per clip.
Okay, well, I'm not making ammo, but yes, I'm definitely getting the tungsten to make the
No,
ammo.
but just to give you an idea.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotcha.
And I would say
We're gonna have enough
because
to make a hammer, we're good.
yeah, and I would say this would probably take you because of how high your roll was. I would say it'd take you maybe an hour to gather all the materials you'd want. So you'd still have a good chunk of the day to at least start the project.
Yeah, we're gonna start forging this thing.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Just like Jamar, I'm gonna need 2 weaponsmithing rolls. Do you have weaponsmithing?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. So this is gonna be a little harder for you. Oh, give me a second. I need to see this now. Well, 2 things. You don't have
I have plenty of
weaponsmithing,
science, engineering, and electronics, but I do not have weaponsmithing.
but weaponsmithing is an entirely different thing. So this is gonna take you even longer to put together because you do not have weaponsmithing. You are not proficient in it. You don't have it or the materials, so This
Yeah, you have the materials now,
will-
but yes.
Yeah. So, weaponsmithing. Do I have that based? Jamar, is that based off of intelligence or wisdom that I have it under? What is it under?
That is running
Weaponsmithing.
on intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay. So. So for this, it would just be straight intelligence.
Okay. Could I potentially argue science for knowing the melting point and how to handle that metal once it's melted?
Not really, because the weaponsmithing portion of it is what kind of helps you with that knowledge. I will say, because of what you are and how you can read, you have the you have infrared vision, correct?
Yep.
Okay. I would say the DC is not as low because of that.
Okay.
For at least this portion, because you're not just going to be melting metal the whole time. So go ahead and give me 2 intelligent rolls and 2
Okay.
D6s.
Okay.
Because the D20 is your progress, and then the D6 is your ticker.
The 2d6s, yeah?
Yes.
The 2d6s are a 4 and a 2. The 2d20s are a 21 and a 20 plus 2 is 23.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 and a 16.
And I'm sorry, you said it was a 2 and a 4, you said?
Correct.
Okay, so that is 3 tickers.
Okay.
Because it's 1, then 2, then 3. Yes. So that is 3 successes on your ticks. You and I will have to discuss the more in-depth details that you would like for this weapon, so I kind of get a better gauge of your progress and what your success cap is going to be.
No, no problem.
Because I've done that with Jamar too when he makes specialty weapons. If you were just doing a basic bitch hammer, it'd be an entirely different situation. But since you want to do something specific, you and I can discuss and we'll get that clock going for you.
Yeah,
but for
no
now,
problem,
at least
no
do 3
problem.
successes. But with the
Very
20s, yeah, you at least do a good job to at least get to the melting point, so you can at least kind of start fresh and line everything up to at least get you going for the day. And if you know anything about forging, that's not quite an all-day project, but it's a strenuous project.
Pretty much an all-day project. Thank God we don't
Yeah.
need to sleep. I got it.
Yeah. You and Jamar, I swear to God.
Yeah, by the way, Jamar, you see the bot bring back a trolley loaded with, like, tungsten? And he just starts melting it on his side of the...
Glorious.
Yeah.
And he's making it, probably using the Omnigel to make some form of a carbon mold. And it's gonna be a very angry lump of tungsten.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. So as you guys kind of spend a good chunk of that, and if Jamar, of course, since you kind of sort of share a same space, you do see his nice, hefty haul with some tungsten in there and some other really good materials. Because again, with the 90, you found good materials all around to at least work with. So you have more for your stash now for whatever you guys
This
decide to
unit
do.
is willing. This unit is willing to share.
Good.
All right. So as you guys get those clocks going, Tarquin, you, because Vera and Brockus had their conversation after you left, you make it to the med bay first, following the map that you found, where you see Riley.
He'll make his way in. He'll be like, so you wanted to show me around the med bay?
Yeah, more just I wanted you to see it, since you did mention that you had been a field medic. If there's anything here that you think would be useful to you when we're on our missions, you're most welcome, or if there's any suggestions you've got, I'd appreciate them. This is marginally out of my wheelhouse here. I actually more of a plant science person. There's a long story that, maybe Arlie told you, maybe not. But anyway, I'm here, and I do have the chemistry background, so not exactly in this, but I mean, making a medi gel isn't that much different than some of the other chemical synthesis I've done. So I said I'd have a go, and that's kind of my main way to help with the healing.
Is she actively working on some right now?
I will be,
Okay.
because that was my plan for today.
You probably see her kind
Yeah.
of setting up shop to kind of prep stuff, so she's got probably an array of stuff on the table.
So he'll take a look around the medical bay, just kind of taking stock of what they do have, don't have, and then as he's passing by, he'll look at what ingredients she pulled out just to see if anything funky is on there.
You do see
the
that
one-
they're pretty well stocked, at least as far as materials go. So they're looking pretty good for their med bay, especially after the upgrades.
And on one little corner of Rowley's desk, if you're really observant, you'll see that there is a couple avocado seeds with some notes about
I forgot
trying
about
to
that.
grow avocado trees for Brockus, and that has sort of been set aside many, many times so that, it's there. The pages, I wouldn't say it's yellowed yet, but, obviously something that would be nice to do, but she just never quite got around to it.
I mean, technically
What
with your
avocados?
passive... Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, you can see
What
that
are
with your passive.
avocados?
Yeah, you'd have no
Oh,
idea what those are.
Oh, these? Okay. Have you had any of Brockus's meals yet?
Brockus usually cook for the crew, or is it a specialty thing he does?
No, he usually cooks for the crew, seems to get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and has been around a long time, shall we say. Has quite a good repertoire. I think his specialty right now is actually mac and cheese, though. But, all that aside, he also makes a really mean taco, and he had made some tacos one night, and those are actually avocados, but avocados is fine. Anyway, it's an earth thing, and they're quite nutritious, high in oil. You either love them or you hate them. I don't think there's any middle ground. Kind of an interesting texture. But they're not always accessible, so since I had the plant background, I offered to make them, but it's really at this point not a high priority, unfortunately. I did hope that at some point we'd even be able to have sort of a pod where I could have some really neat plants and vegetables and things, but again, haven't got there yet. There's sort of only one of me, and we're all spread pretty thin, as you can see.
They're talking about bringing on crew. Maybe you'll get an assistant.
Well, we can always hope.
Looking around, do you guys have a contamination area in the med bay?
Oh, good question.
You mean like when you go in and out of space? You know how they have that specialty room that decontaminates everything? You talking about one of those?
Yeah.
There's kind of an area. It almost looks like a standing shower. So it's kind of its own area that is kind of a mixture of decontamination, cleaning you from any biohazard stuff. So yeah, it's just kind of like a little one-person standing shower.
Seeing how we're going to someplace toxic, we might want to see if we could have a few more of those. Point to the decontamination station. Might need more
Ooh.
than one person.
Yeah, well, and actually that kind of assumes the person is still upright too, doesn't it? Gee. I'll maybe talk to, I don't, well, Vera was the one who put together the, list. I'm ask Jamar about that next time I see him for sure. I think that's a really excellent idea.
It looks like you're pretty well set up, so I will get out of your hair.
Oh, you're not in my hair at all. You know, it's. I don't know what your background is, what you'll be able to, you know, bring to the table in combat, but you know, any help would sure be great.
I mean, my specialty is usually slipping in and out unnoticed, so.
Yeah, but you're also probably, I mean, if you've been a field medic and you've worked with, you know, Turians, you've probably way more experience with dealing with an injured Turian than I have. Absolutely.
Most likely. I imagine your race hasn't spent much time trying to patch up Turians.
Well, no. To be honest, no. Let's, you know, the way things are. But hopefully that will change. I've spent a lot of time trying to convince Vera that, you know, all humans are not the same, and, you know, judge me on my merits as a living being rather than on the race I happen to be.
I mean, every living being should be judged on their own merits.
Yeah. Do you think all Turians see it that way yet?
No.
Well, point
Far
made.
between.
Yeah. But I think we're going to get along fine, Tarquin. Really nice to have you aboard.
If you ever need anything, you know how to reach me.
You bet. Thank you. And if I can help, or, you know, whatever, or you just want to chat, you know, always happy to.
I'll probably come by at some point just to stock up on some gels before we head out, because it's always good to have as many people's hands as possible.
Exactly.
And I would say at this point, Vera, you are able to catch up to them now.
I think she just kind of like stands in the doorway, not wanting to interrupt their conversation, just waiting until they're finished. When there is a lull in their conversation, she'll kind of clear her throat to get their attention.
Riley will turn around, look, give Vera a wink and say, Lieutenant Vera, and how are you today?
Busy. But I heard there was perhaps going to be a ship tour happening. I would very much like to join in on that.
Well, actually, I had just invited Tarquin to see the med bay. I wasn't really planning a tour. You know, again, if somebody's got other experience and expertise, I'm more than happy to take all the help and advice I can get. And Tarquin actually gave me an excellent idea that I'm going to. Maybe you're the person to run it past, though. We have this contamination unit. You can see it's like a standing upright thing you go into, which is nice, but there's only one of them. There's 6 of us. What if we need more? And also, what if someone is injured to the point where they're not standing up? How do we deal with that? So, where do we go from here?
Well, I would think that we get more is where we go from here. Is this an official request from the medical wing of the ship?
Absolutely, Vera.
I will write up a requisition form and pass it along to, I assume Jamar is going to be the head of our engineering department. So it will be his task to put his team on once we have a crew.
Yeah, I also wonder though, this might be the kind of thing we can purchase here as a modular thing. I mean, even if we had one more that could take, that was large enough to deal with a prone individual, that would immediately double our capacity and immediately give us 100% something we don't have at all.
Agreed. Preferably, we would have one of these at every airlock on the ship. So I will be sure to include that in the requisition form.
And I, to be honest, I mean, I know and you know that this whole Medbay upgrade was basically kind of a very good deal we got from a certain individual who shall remain nameless, and I have no idea how much it would really cost for those.
Well, we do still have some funds remaining in the treasury.
Okay,
with
and I
the-
mean, I'm, had a bit of a research grant windfall, as it were, so I'm happy to kick in whatever is necessary too.
Well, hopefully that won't be necessary, but if it is, I will be sure to reach out.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And if you want to take Tarquin on a tour, I really was hoping to spend some time making some Medigels. I don't have any ultras at all left. No one has. Well, actually, I'm really low on everything. Actually, I
You
have
should-
nothing except the regular one, so I really need to spend some time. here.
Oh, no.
Probably stock up on everything you can while we're still at the Citadel. I have already plotted our course for our next destination, so as soon as the crew is here and the upgrades are complete, I believe we'll be departing.
Okay, I mean, if do we look at buying some bigger, heftier Medigels, or should I try to make what I can? What do
Well,
you have any suggestions?
As the head of the medical department, I will leave that in your very capable hands.
Okay, do you want me to write a bit of a requisition out then, or well,
Yes,
not a bit of a
please.
requisition? Okay.
Reports and receipts for everything.
Okay, I may be going ashore then.
Well, you have probably at least 32 hours.
Okay, well, maybe that first thing to do is find out how expensive they are and then plot what I'm going to make from there and what I can buy.
I wouldn't know. Not my department. So
Right, okay. Well,
I don't need healing.
enjoy your tour.
Okay.
Tour.
Real
Dragon just
quick.
looks at you expectantly.
Really quick, Riley, do you do a little bit of shopping to at least gauge what the cost is for Medigel, depending on what level you're looking at?
Absolutely, because then that will influence what I make and what I could buy. Because
Okay.
truly, when I look at what I'm not sure what is in the overall inventory, but my inventory that I have is horrifically low.
Okay. So, Medigels are kind of cheap. So go ahead and roll me a percentile to see how many of the different rarities you are able to find.
Okay, so this is assuming that I've sort of booted it off the ship, talked to somebody, or talked to an AI at the Citadel and figured out where I have to go to get them,
Yeah,
right?
and like look at the shops and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is more of just seeing what people have in stock to see what you can
Okay,
find.
alrighty. Okay. Ooh, just a minute. I have to figure out which way those numbers are going. That is a 68.
Ah, so close. Okay. That's still pretty good. Unfortunately, you don't find any of the rare ones, but you do find a few shops that do sell the superior versions of the Medigels. However, you do know, because you are working with a Spectre, you can find these in the Spectre area in the shop, and a small handful of other shops will have them as well. But because you work for the Spectre, it would be discounted, so they would be only for 1,000 credits instead of the 1,500.
So that would be the superior Medigels.
Yes. And you are able to find, that's as high as you can find, so you can find all the others. You are limited on how many people do have them in stock, but there are a small handful of shops that do sell the superior ones. So those would go for 1,000.
1,000
And
credits
then-
each.
And then it pretty much just gets a lot cheaper from there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, given at this point our hit points and everything, yeah, probably I would try to stock upon the superior and the enhanced.
Superior and enhanced. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so go ahead and do me a favor.
Okay, how much are the enhanced ones?
The enhanced go for 300.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, they're stupid cheap.
Uh-huh, okay. Yeah, I don't know that I would want to go much lower than that, really,
Okay.
given what the capacity is.
Well, you guys, when you are on a mission, you guys can hold a max of 10 at a time.
Each.
Each, yes,
Right.
because I think it's stupid. You can only, I think it was like 3 or 5, and I'm like, that's dumb. No. So it's 10. So go ahead and roll me a D10.
Oh, that would be just this one. Okay. Oh, that seems to be a 0, which would make it a 10, I guess, wouldn't it?
Oh, damn. Okay, so you find 10 superiors.
So 10 superiors, okay.
So that is
Uh-huh.
10,000 credits.
Okay, 10,000 credits, which I can cover that, and then I can talk to Vera about how that's going to be reimbursed, because she'll get an invoice.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll me, I guess the easiest way to do it, go ahead and roll me a D12 and a D6. And add the two numbers together.
12 looks like 1, and a 6 is one of these guys. Alrighty, here we go. So that is, oh my good lord, I rolled a 12 on the 12.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket after this is over tonight.
She's loading you guys up.
And then I rolled a 5 on the 6-sided
Oh
dice.
my
So
god.
out of 8, out of 18,
Damn.
I can get 17
Riley-
of them.
Riley is
Okay.
making out like a bandit. Damn.
Damn.
So
okay.
17 of them.
17 of the enhanced for 300 apiece. So whatever that math is. Quick, Tam, what is it?
What?
Big
I
numbers,
wasn't
big
listening.
numbers.
Damn it, calculator, do math.
It would
17 of
be
what?
300 times
17 of
17,
them,
so
too.
that would be 5,100.
5,100.
Yeah, we all got that at the same time.
Yeah, no, totally. So 15,100 credits is what you spent. So you made out like a boss.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Damn.
I think those are the two best rolls I've ever had playing
Jeez.
this.
You guys should get in a fight
All right.
now and see what happens.
So Riley is going to bounce back to the ship. and she then will be focusing obviously on making the ultra ones.
Okay, so pretty much so we kind of skipped ahead a little bit. So you're kind of like walking out to kind of do your research for the metagels when we veer back to Tarquin and Vera, as you guys are kind of now standing by yourselves in the med bay. Just the two of you.
So were you actually interested in a tour of the ship, or did I hear
It
that
would be
wrong?
great.
Right. Well, I'm afraid there isn't a whole lot to show you, but I suppose I could take you around to the different areas, such as the engineering bay.
All right. I mean, you're given the tour. You get to decide where we get to go.
Right. You've met all of the crew, right?
Yes, I met you all outside.
Right. You know what? Let's go to engineering first. You should probably meet the real Omen.
The flying bot.
Oh, you know what? It's better just to show you. Just temper your reactions.
Oh no.
Okay.
I will take him to. I assume Omen and Jamar are both in the engineering bay, as they often are.
I mean, as you approach the door, you can already hear the clanging of metal and everything. As they're both in there at the moment, and as you already know, Jamar never locks his door, so there's just music blasting, as he always does when he concentrates.
So you have this massive, Geth armature that's slamming a piece of metal right now and basically kind of working on a molten piece of metal while humming along with the song, but in perfect monotone. So like it's following the beat of the song, la 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 la, following the beat of the song, but there's no notes. It's monotone. It might as well be binary.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. Exactly.
As soon as I step in there, I say as loudly as I can, so it can actually be heard over the music. If I may have your attention for a moment.
Owen keeps going, but as he keeps going, you see the ocular, cam, for lack of a better term, turn towards you.
Just because Graves had to step away for just a moment, Vera and Tarquin have entered your workspace right now with you and Omen inside at the moment.
I mean, door's unlocked. Music's loud enough to drown out the noise of the construction, so...
Do we know him, guys, or do we know him? It's literally what I said. That's great. Do we know him, guys?
What engineer brain looks like. It's like... It keeps the distractions down.
It's great.
If you could lower the volume for just a moment...
Kimura just reaches out and puts a hand on the panel. It's like, yes?
I thought I would bring our newest crew member, Vi, to meet the real Omen.
Oh! Yep, just over there.
Yep.
Also, welcome to engineering.
Go ahead. Go ahead, if Omen's doing anything in particular.
Oh yeah, no, he's hammering at metal and his hands are clearly busy, but he ups the volume on his speaking unit to kind of just not drown out the music, but speak just loud enough to be heard over the music. And all you just hear is, this unit welcomes you.
So probably for a good, I don't know, somewhere between 2 and 5 seconds, Tarquin's eyes will go wide for a moment as he processes. His hand starts to twitches as if muscle memory starts to kick in for a moment. And then he scans the room. And as he scans the room, he takes in the reactions of everyone else in the room. And then he kind of settles into his usual face that he normally has. That it doesn't really change much. And he'll say, Arleo informed me you guys were a group of misfits. But I think he failed to tell me just how eclectic you are. You have a Geth on board.
We have a Geth on board.
Is he safe?
I mean, if you're a friend, yes. If you're not, yeah, that's a different story.
Define safe considering he has a nuclear core in his chest.
He has yet to act against us.
All right.
and has been quite helpful on missions.
Well, I can't say I know how to patch up a geth, so hopefully one of you can handle that.
Oh, we have a machine in the corner for that.
This unit, did you see you don't know how to patch up a geth?
Yeah.
This unit is capable of self-repairs. Omnigel is the only material required.
Well, I guess that handles that.
Yes,
Any
he's
other
quite
surprises, Vera?
efficient. Aside from the Varen, I don't think so. And have you met Mercy yet?
Yes. But Mercy outside, you guys mentioned the Varen.
Right. Yes.
Oh.
It's been an hour.
Wait, when you mention the Varen, what's it called? The Omen adds, do not forget to introduce them to the Vorcha.
The Vorcha.
Our commander's body armor.
Oh,
That was a joke.
He didn't bring that on the ship, did he?
No, this was a joke.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Brachus, so it's very possible that he would do such a thing.
He was
This
joking
unit recommends
about...
a security inspection of Rocket's commander's quarters.
No, he was joking about throwing his body armor in the armor cleaner.
Oh, I would
That
not
does-
want to be the one to have to clean that out afterwards.
This unit recommends investigating the armor cleaner.
Whatever crew you hired to do the cleaning better be paid well then.
Well, they're being paid by the council, so
So they're being paid like shit. Got it.
I wouldn't presume, but being paid enough to be here at the very least.
Is the new crew coming on board going to be aware of your addition?
I assume they'll be told that we have a unique crew member aboard. But I suppose it'll be a surprise.
This unit can temporarily use designation hopper frame while on board to minimize crew trauma, and reactivate Juggernaut frame during missions.
I don't think the frame itself is going to be the shocking part. I think it's just knowing there's a geth takes some getting used to.
He just blinks, like, you know how the ocular plates move a little bit, which you've kind of learned to associate to being the equivalent of him, like, blinking a few times. So he kind of does that ocular plate movement thing and does the equivalent of blinking up a couple of times and just says nothing before going back to hammering.
Well, now that we've had introductions, this is usually where you can find Omen and Jamar both, if you ever need them for any reason. Brachus can usually be found in either the kitchen or at the helm. Mercy is just kind of all over the place. I can usually be found in navigation if you ever need any of us specifically, and Riley obviously in the medical wing. I wish there was more to show you, but really, we're kind of bare bones at the moment. That's why we're getting all these upgrades. We do have a gym retrofitted into one of the cargo holds. If you would like to join me in the mornings for my daily workout and exercise. The rooms, I assume you've already found a space for yourself.
I did, yes. And I would love to join you in the morning. Old habits die hard.
other than that, yes, I'm
You
afraid there's
forgot to introduce our new crew member to the whiteboard of requests.
Oh, yes. Jamar
If you
is
need something built,
yes, quite skilled at building. Well, kind of everything. So if there's any unique custom work that you're after, do reach out to Jamar.
Good to know. I think the only thing I've been on the hunt for is something to help with, I change out ammo types in my gun often. So if you have a way to make that to go faster, that would be helpful.
and Jamar just quickly starts writing on the board. It's like, stuff to do.
Like, interesting. Okay. I would say before we do anything else, Riley, you said you were going to spend the rest of your day making a metagel, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
However many you will let me try to make. I've sort of frittered away the morning probably at the Citadel, so I guess this session might only be a half day.
Yeah, so just like most things, especially like a metagel, you would need like roughly at least a few hours to make one. Kind of like what when people make like a health potion in D&D for like a nighttime project. So you would probably be able just to get one done for today.
Assuming it works out when I roll, right?
Yes. So go ahead and roll me. Where is it? Because for this one, it will be a medicine roll, please.
Yeah, so I add my medicine bonus plus my proficiency in chemistry, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's hope I get one more great roll. Not
Your dice are
bad.
pretty good.
So 14 plus 8 is 22 plus 12 is 34.
Damn. Okay, yeah. You managed to get one done.
All right, we got one more. Great. So Riley's just had a stellar day, and she's happily writing out the invoice for the gels for Vera.
And if I remember correctly, when you create them, I think it costs 2 Omni gels to create.
2 Omni gels? Okay.
I believe so. No, sorry, you were making an ultimates for Omni gel.
4 Omni gels. Okay. I'll have to see what. Okay, so. Oh, I've actually got a note here that I use 5 per gel.
Oh, is that
Just
what it is?
use
Okay.
5 per medi
5.
gel.
My bad. 5.
Yeah. So I've used 5, so I've still got a few. I'll have to ask for more. And I will add 1 ultra gel onto what I've got. Fantastic.
You guys are. I mean, you don't have a lot of Omni gel left. 200 is very low.
So what's the conversion rate of breaking Vorcha down into Omnigel?
Blood bags. Blood bags. Considering how they actually don't wear armor, except for the chiefs, and only wield guns. So, quite literally, nothing. That's the sad part about Vorcha.
So what you're saying is we need to beat up some more Batarians.
There you go.
There we go.
Tarians, you'll get some.
I mean, we can convert the bodies into biomass and then use that for fuel, right?
You guys are just gonna
I mean,
mulch.
if we need a restock, we can just always swing by Omega and create some chaos.
Look, just chuck them in the reactor core. At least it'll give us more fusion material.
Oh my god.
We're the good guys.
You're the
Please-
good guys.
Please don't throw bodies into our EZO reactor. Speaking of Omnigel, though, is there a limit to how much we can carry on our person? Because I use it for like my grenade ability and stuff.
When
I
you
don't
guys
remember if there's
are,
a limit.
there is a limit. So when you are out in the field, like not on your ship, or the Citadel, the cap is 10.
10. Okay.
Because it was like 3 or 5. It was something stupid low, and I'm like, that's dumb. Because
I
if you
hate
guys
12.
are in a long, because when you think about it, there's been, you guys haven't done it too terribly often. Because usually when you land on planets, they're pretty quick. But there's been a couple times you guys did like a full blown dungeon crawl, and I'm like, 3 to 5 metagels after all that? No, that's stupid. You guys need at least 10 per person. That's a lot to deal
I'm
with.
sorry. Not metagels, omnigels.
Oh, Omnigel! No, that shit's like Tic Tacs. You can carry as much as you want on
Okay.
you.
Okay, awesome. Because I use it for my grenade ability, and then now that I have a working sync laser, because my subclass, I can also use it in place of ammo for that sync laser.
Yeah, no, even in the video games, it showed that you always carried them, so you could have like so many. So I just pretend, quite literally, they're like super small. They're like pill size, if that's the case.
Perfect, okay.
So yeah, there's no limit on the Omnigel, just the Metagel. My bad. You probably said Omnigel, but my brain heard Metagel because that's what we were talking about. So I'm sorry.
I might have said Medigel. I don't know. I don't
I
even
can
know.
just see Brockus out here with like the dad fanny pack full of gel.
Oh God.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
So as this is going on, because of course you guys are mostly on the inside, Brockus and of course Omen, since you're security, you guys would have at least been the first to be alerted that there are people now working on the ship. They're mostly working on the panels on the outside of the ship. They actually didn't need to come inside other than say like, hey, we're here to do your installations. And then another set of crew kind of upgrading and your cannons on top of your ship. So by the end of the day, you guys got a couple of upgrades for your ship.
Give me a sec. I need to find the ship information on my character sheet.
It is, if it helps, it's also pinned.
I got it.
In the Mass Effect channel.
Oh, I have it. I have a specific entry under my features and traits for the ship itself.
Perfect. Okay. So the ship, where is it? So the shields, which was once 7,000, have been increased to 1,500.
That was 700 to 1,500.
Yes, because 700 was what you originally had.
You said 7,000. I'm like, wow, we got a downgrade.
Oh,
We got a downgrade.
sorry.
They took the good
700.
parts and put garbage in.
Oh my god, they ripped this off. They put the ship on blocks.
So I see that the mechanics were imported from Terra.
Man, you can't have shit in Space Detroit.
It's Temu, Space Temu.
Has our ship been mounted on bricks?
Yes, I'm sorry. It went from 700 and increased to 1,500. So 1,500.
Okay.
Your cannon, which was 1d8 times 100 radiant damage, is now 2d8 times 100 radiant damage, plus 2d8 times 100 fire damage.
Ooh.
So that was quite a significant upgrade for you guys.
And that one was the mass accelerator cannons, right?
Correct, yes. And then before they left for the day, they did inform you that your crew will come first thing in the morning.
Okay.
As they didn't know when they would get done and kind of wanted to, they were given orders to kind of wait until all the installments were done. So since it got pretty late, they would come in the morning.
Has the armor class on the ship increased at all? Or
Yes. Thank you.
Like, I didn't know if the HP and the armor class increased along with it.
So the HP, no. It did not increase with it.
Okay.
But because of the shields and some of the panel work they were doing, the AC was up to +2.
Cool. So it's up to 20 now.
Very nice. Yeah, the HP, they would have to do, like, actual modifications, like build kind of more armor panels and whatnot on the ship, and it is a very massive ship that would take way more time. So the HP, not so much, but your shield increase and AC is quite significant. And your damage output, even more so.
Real quick, fairly minor note, but one of our Makos, I believe we have
Yes.
2 on board.
You do. You
one
have a
of
nice
them,
shiny one
is-
and the Volkswagen. Or
The
space
station wagon.
Station wagon.
The one that has a machine gun on it, I don't remember which one it was.
The nicer
But
one.
that one is down a little bit on HP. It's at 131 out of 150.
You guys never repaired it?
Could I get? No. But I want to get that repaired while we're here. So whatever
Okay.
that is gonna cost, I'll deduct it from our treasury.
Okay, yes. I actually have something for that. So yes, so yes. So to do repairs, give me just a second. So thankfully it's a Mako and not a full-blown ship, so it's not like as expensive. So it's gonna be 25,000 credits.
Okay.
Should be expensive, man. And that's everything. That's like repairing the cannon, the armor, like all the things. So it's
Yeah.
squeaky clean now.
Perfect.
Minus the paint job. They left that alone for you guys. Okay. I think the only person I technically didn't get to, or the 2 people, Vera and Brockus, were you guys doing anything else for the rest of the afternoon?
Brockus being Brockus, knowing that they are going to have people coming on board and joining the crew, is probably going to take some time to make some meeting snacks for everybody.
Little finger sandwiches.
Yeah, like finger sandwiches and like tiny desserts or whatnot.
Do you make Turian friendly ones? Just in case?
I think he does what he does with the crew, and he makes friendly variations for like the different races, knowing that, you know, a bacon sandwich is probably going to kill somebody if they're not informed that, hey, this has something that's going to kill you. So yeah, he takes his time to make variations of the food to make sure that the food won't kill people and they can still enjoy it.
Okay. It's like a little sign on there that says Turian friendly.
Yeah.
Krogan friendly. Human friendly. Okay. What about Vera?
I think Vera is taking some time to write up a list of ship rules
Of course.
that she can pass along to every crew member. Nothing particularly noteworthy in the rules she's writing up, just all kind of basic ship etiquette stuff.
Don't shoot
And
the
then
Geth.
also, yes, don't shoot the Geth. There will be a note in there that there is both a Geth and Vorcha on board, or not Vorcha, Varen.
There's
on board.
Vorcha.
We got
There's
it.
not Vorcha on board. There's a Geth
Infested.
and
Cannon.
Varen on board. And
There's a Vorcha in the walls.
they are part of the crew and not to act
Part of
hostile
the
towards
ship,
them.
part of the crew.
Um,
We have a Vorcha cryptid.
Oh my god, you guys! I got scared as the DM. I was like, wait, what the fuck happened?
But aside from that, there is one other thing that she's going to do. And That is, she's going to send some money to her sister. She's going to send 350,000 credits and a little note that just says more to come later.
And you get a message back that says, like, it's like ... Are you freaking serious? Like, all caps. Like, you can tell she's shocked.
I mean, it's Vera, so she just responds with, yes.
She replies back saying, like, that's it? Not gonna say anything else?
Yes.
Another ... You're a brat. And then she has a heart. Thanks,
Vera
sis.
sends a heart back. And that is, I think, all she's planning on doing right now. She does want to relax a little bit before things get hectic with a new crew.
Okay. All right. So I would say you guys are pretty busy kind of filling in the time that you guys have. And then after being informed that the crew's coming first thing in the morning, whether you decide to or not, some of you maybe get an earlier rest. Others don't sleep much anyway, so the routine doesn't change. But you guys are able to get a good chunk of your tasks done. Tarquin, you are able to settle into your new quarters. Of course, it's bare bones, just like everyone else. It's basically a like 1-bedroom apartment. So you've got like your bathroom and everything.
There is one other thing real quick. Sorry,
Okay.
I had it in my notes, but I forgot to mention it.
Oh, sure.
Way back when we first got told that we were going to have some crew, and I was talking to the Spectre about informing them of the Geth and the Varen and everything.
Yes.
I also would have asked that, along with the crew, they all have matching uniforms.
She's like,
Brockus would agree to that.
she's
Are
like,
they going to have red shirt?
matching
No.
uniforms? Like, I mean, do you think us Spectres have like a Spectre uniform?
Well, I don't know if you personally do, but I think it would just be a good symbol of unity aboard the ship.
I mean, depending on their branches, perhaps they could match, but that might be a little hard to do. I'll do my best in a
as
day.
well, while they're, on shift, they have to be wearing their uniform so that we know they're on shift.
I mean, that's protocol. That's like for
Right.
any ship voyage, so yes. But
Yes.
they all are coming from different places. I'll do my best. In a day. So don't get upset if I can't do it in time.
I appreciate your efforts.
Thanks. And she's like, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta figure some shit out. And just keeps walking. All right. So I would say at this point, you guys would have your long rest. As when the morning comes, your crew is kind of on its way to the ship. And this is where we're going to go ahead and take our break. And when we come back, you guys are going to meet your new temp crew members. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, guys, after this brief break. And we are back.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. I forgot what song we had. There we go. So yes, getting right back to it. It is the following morning, and you get a knock on your main door, and since it has a cam and everything, you do hear someone behind it saying, "Greetings, we are here to fill in the gaps for your crew. We were sent by the council."
Do we see anybody on screen?
You do. You don't know how many people are there, as it kind of shows you kind of like the front. But you do see what looks like a couple Turian.
Rox is gonna go on the intercom. Crew's here. Everybody, I guess, look professional. And he's gonna go down to the main door to greet them.
Okay.
And as he's walking down, he's just gonna call out, "Vera, with me."
She does her best to catch up, dressed in as fine a clothes as she had. She doesn't really have a ship uniform herself, so it's just her regular kind of dress clothes, but she has put the M6 patch on the shoulder.
I was gonna make a joke saying you asked for them to all be in uniform when you yourselves don't have a unified uniform other than the patch. I'm just saying.
Okay, I
Patch
don't have a
is the
patch.
uniform.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. We're the original crew. We don't need a uniform. They're
Look.
the peons. They do.
I have never seen a Krogan outside of their armor. I don't think Krogan have dress uniforms.
I don't think Krogans exist outside of their armor.
Krogans are armor.
Krogans are armor.
The armor's just
Is
part of
the
their body.
drone shell part of your body? Like,
Pretty much. But does everyone else kind of go front and center? As the entrance is kind of a funnel, and then it kind of goes out into this one open room. Kind of think of it similar to like a house, like the foyer. So it's just kind of like this big empty space before it veers off into other rooms. So I'm sorry, Omen, you said you were going?
yeah, I'll follow in step.
Okay.
Tarkin was told to show up, but he doesn't have no patch or anything, so he'll show up wearing his
Fair.
normal clothes that he showed up in yesterday.
To be fair, you weren't given one.
Riley will show up, but she'll probably still no. She would take her lab coat. She would take her lab coat off, so she would show up in the clothes she normally wears with the M6 patch.
Okay. And Jamar.
Okay, I'll show up.
Get the Solarian out.
Fine.
Okay. So Brockus, when you all get there, I assume you open up the door for them.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do see, in what Vera would recognize very much so as Turian military uniforms, as you do see one of them just kind of looking at you, one of the Turians, he's like, "Permission to come aboard."
Granted.
He nods and he gestures for everyone to get on the ship. And it almost seems nonstop. It's almost like a clown car situation where you see more and more and more people get on the ship.
Is it just a cavalcade of Turians?
No, actually. It is a mix of
Okay.
races. Although, to be fair, it's mostly Turian. But you do have a mix of what only looks like maybe 4 races. 3 or 4 races. You do see about 30 people on here. As, again, they're mostly Turian. You do see a handful of Solarians, Drell, and humans. But the humans are only a small amount by comparison. As, of course, at this point, humans are still slowly integrating into space stuff with the other races. You do notice that they are in uniform. However, they're in different kinds of uniforms. But they all have the same patch on their shoulder, as it does say Spectre. Or the, doesn't say Spectre, it's like the Spectre symbol. But it's a... But it's a gray patch with a couple of stars on it to show that they are not... They represent the Spectre. They are not the Spectre, which is the traditional white and blue. So it's kind of black with the gray on it. I do have a message for a Miss Vera. If she's present.
That would be me. Go ahead.
And he hands you a small note. From Spectre Orissa.
I'll take it and take a look at the note.
It says, "I'm really sorry, I tried my best. Do the patches count?"
Anything is a uniform as long as it has a patch.
Yeah. She just kind of gives it a bit of a smirk and tucks it away.
So the Turian does look around for a moment. I was told the captain of this ship was a one Cor Brachus. Which one is that?
That'd be me.
Greetings. I am Tedius Verdus, Unit Lieutenant, at your service.
Can you spell his first name? Is it just T-E-D-D-I?
T-E-T-I-U-S.
I'm sorry, you cut out. T-E...
Oh, God, I'm sorry. T-E-T-I-U-S.
And what's his last name?
V as in Victor, A-R-I-D as in Delta, A-S. And I'll make a list for you guys, too, because I'm sure Vera's like, I need the manifest of all of them, so I will be sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
At least the important ones. I'm not going to give you all 30, but I'll give you at least the primary ones that are, like, higher rank.
And you said that his rank is Unit Lieutenant?
Yes.
Eddie's Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir. Where do you need us?
Oh, I feel before everybody starts getting their assignments and everything, we should have a bit of a meeting, so everybody knows where we all stand and what the mission is.
I agree.
And then once we're in the meeting, we can start hashing out assignments to the crew.
Very well. We will follow.
And he kind of he nods to Tedius, and he looks back at like the Mimsy 6, and he just like sort of just does like a head jerk to like follow him as he just makes his way towards the meeting room.
Okay. Now I do have a weird question. What is the kind of the marching order? Are you all kind of going at once while they follow behind? Or some of you just kind of like watching and judging as they walk by and then pick up the rear? Like what? Just out of curiosity, how you guys are being treated.
We will stand by the door as every single one of them come in, and we're conducting a full facial scan of each of them.
Okay.
Running background checks.
You do get
also
a handful.
making sure their ID.
Oh well, yeah. You do get a handful of looks or quick little glances, as you notice that they are staying professional. But the look in some of their eyes very much say, "Holy fuck, they weren't lying. It's a Geth."
Yeah, and not one of those small ones. It's the big ass mother heifers.
Yeah. You're not sure how much Orisa told them, but she felt the need to at least warn them about the Geth, because that's kind of a really big thing.
Yeah. It's like,
Literally
oh,
and
you show up for your work assignment. Here's this, 10-foot tall murder robot.
Yep. Yep.
She was nicer than Arleo, who failed to mention it at all.
To be fair, I think Arleo's really only heard about him a couple times, because I don't think, unless you want to say otherwise, but I don't think Athelia really mentions too much about her trauma other than, like, oh, we got a fucking Geth now on here.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably been some passing comments of, God damn it, fucking Geth is here, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. So it's not talked about too much. So, plus, to be fair, his priority was like, oh, fuck, they need help. There you go.
Oh, no, I get it. I'm just commenting.
no,
She's
it's
nicer
funny.
than Arleo.
Me defending my boy. All right. So you guys do make your way to the conference room, which, as I mentioned before, is pretty massive, as the table is more of a, it's kind of oval shaped, but it's very long. As it's not necessarily meant to fit every single crew member, because of course it's a massive ship. It can fit God knows how many people, but enough to have like all the important people. So it fits most of the crewmates, with just maybe a small handful of them just kind of standing in the back, kind of in a military or professional stance as they kind of watch and wait. And because there is a hologram board at one end where you guys would probably conduct maps or bring up calls or whatever, you guys kind of have that indication that's probably where you guys stand when it comes to the meeting. Or sit on that end, at least, if you guys decide to sit.
Yep. As we're walking towards the meeting room, Brachus is going to engage Tedious in a bit of conversation.
Okay.
Is like, you done this before, Tedious?
Yes, many times. I was part of a fleet for many years for the Turian military.
Well, I'm not as strict as a Turian military officer, but I still expect everybody to do their jobs. You'll be reporting. You'll be reporting directly to both myself and Vera. Vera here is the first officer on the ship.
Very well.
Did the Spectre give you any rundown as to what to expect on this ship? Or what sort of hazards we get ourselves into?
Not the full briefing report, but we were told of some of the common creatures you have come across due to the creature at large. We have been very much aware of the Eames project and what they entail and how to take them down. Fast and efficiently.
Perfect.
As
That's
well
what
as
I
what our
like.
mission is.
Yes, he sort of like looks over to Vera with a smirk. One of our many missions.
Well,
We do have a collection.
the overall goals, at least. Whatever comes in between, we are here to serve regardless.
Perfect. He walks into the so he sort of just like leads everybody into the room. He's just gonna take his position up at the front and hope that the rest of the Mimsy Six follow.
Do they?
Yeah, I'll take position next to him.
Okay. How about everyone else? Hello? Don't all speak at once.
Rest of the crew.
Hello? Bueller?
Yeah.
Bueller?
Yeah.
Oh, we're falling in line.
Okay.
And you said there was sort of an area where we normally would be expected to be.
Yeah, over by like the projector, where I'm thinking this is kind of like just basically business room etiquette to whoever has the floor is up at the head at the front of the table where the projector's at.
Like, you
And
guys,
are there chairs?
There's chairs. Yeah, there's an oval. There is an oval table that fits a good chunk of people. Those of you who have played Mass Effect, the room where you constantly talk on a holo call with General Hackett, think of it kind of like that, but a much bigger room with the table, because theirs was just kind of really small and more for like 5 people. So, you know, like triple, quadruple that. But that's kind of to give you an idea of what's behind you guys. It's that whole like the where you could pull up a map, talk to people, like that whole projector kind of areas where you guys would stand. And it's the one that where you guys are basically facing the door.
I think Raleigh will just take a seat at the front area, you know, sort of counting out about how many seats we take and find one kind of near the edge of that and sit down.
You do notice, even as you guys move, no one moves. You guys have noticed that no one moves until at least the front 3 Turians move. That you get the sense that they're probably in charge. And they don't move until they see, out of respect for you guys to take your stance or seat first. And then once they see you're all positioned and waiting, then they move forward. But I am curious, Tarquin, where do you sit?
He kind of just... He comes in towards the back of the group, like he lets the rest of the group, all the other people come in first. And he just stands next to the back door, kind of leaned up against the wall.
So cool and mysterious. Okay.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sensed that about him. I was like, yeah. Okay.
Well, he doesn't know where he's supposed to go at this point.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
I think if like Brockus clocks it, he's gonna like sort of just like do a quick motion to like tell him to come up to with like the rest of the group.
Nah, you got too many fingers for that.
Omen, however, will stand by the door, mostly because there's just nowhere to sit. There's no chair that accommodates an Omen.
That's fair. And I'm sorry,
And
Turians have the same fingers as Krogan.
I know.
He just does that, like just like get over here.
Get over here.
Alright, he'll do what he's told. He was just wasn't sure the expectation here.
That's fair. That's fair. It's day 2 with this crew, so that's fair.
Yes,
Okay.
we're still scanning everybody again.
Okay.
Just as a question, did you stop the music?
No, but it wasn't working at first, so I redid it. So let me go ahead and refresh it again.
Okay, I think
It
I
wasn't
just need to
working for
open
me
up the
either.
link again. Oh, it was working perfectly fine for me, and then it just shut off.
Yeah, it kind of blipped for me when I changed music. It just stopped, and I was like, why aren't you playing? So you should have music now. I just redid it. Yeah, sometimes I have to do that for you sometimes too. Is it not playing the music?
Let me shut the site down, open it back up.
Yeah.
No, it's not doing it for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. It happens.
It sounds really epic. It's the same music that was playing when you guys saw the Citadel Council members.
I don't think it's playing on the stream either.
Really?
No, it is. It is.
Oh.
It is. I
was like,
I forgot. I forgot I had this. I had the stream muted. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god.
Brock is sort of like just stands there and he just waits for everybody to find their seats.
And they do very quickly and efficiently. Not their first rodeo.
Not their first rodeo. Inspector Arissa probably told you, well, at least a bit of the information as to what our missions are, what our objectives are, and who we are. Just to address the Varen in the room, yes. Omen, as he points back there, is a Geth.
I thought it was a joke at first, I'm not gonna lie. Is he dangerous?
No, Omen has disconnected from the collective and is out on his own. He is dangerous, but only to those who would seek to cause him or the crew harm.
You do see one gentleman in the back, a human, fairly young, with kind of slicked back hair, and he goes, "Excuse me, I am Lieutenant Ryder. I've never seen this machine before. Is this some sort of AI system? Why is it deemed dangerous?"
It would make sense that you wouldn't know what the Geth are. Sort of like looks over to Omen. Omen, you want to introduce yourself?
He just kind of straightens out a little bit and heavily stomps to the front of the room wherever you are. Turns towards the rest of the crew. Designation 0M3N Omen, security officer aboard the ship.
And you see Ryder kind of go, "Omen," and their reaction seems like it's not exactly the best name, but I suppose I will have to look up more information about this Geth.
Yeah, they're gonna find a lot about Omen.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh!"
It's like,
Oh,
I'm gonna space Wikipedia the Geth, and it's a murder bot.
It's like the
Let
scene
me,
from the
let me
fifth.
Google the Geth. They're like extremely dangerous. We'll end you.
It's just gonna be like,
Google doctor. You have cancer. The Geth, it will kill you.
it's like the scene from
It
a
just
Fifth
pulls up the
Element.
Skynet movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, you were saying?
Okay.
Okay.
With that out of the way, nobody has to worry about Omen. Omen is the head of security on this ship. Those of you who are on security detail will be reporting under him. Again, he is not dangerous unless you are a threat to this to the ship or to the crew. If that is the case, well then we will send whatever is left of your remains to your family.
You see the other human now kind of raise his hand. Very young. Riley, since everyone else is not too used to humans, Riley, you would recognize this as a practically a child. This is a very young, almost like fresh out of college kind of young kid. Very dark skin, very short, buzzed, close shave haircut. As he goes, yes, forgive me. I am Commander Anderson, and I would like to clarify what is deemed as dangerous to this Omen creature.
Oh, we have Commander Anderson with us. Ah!
Wait, like Anderson?
Anderson,
Oh, no.
Anderson.
Hey, he's
And
here, our boy.
I don't know if anyone caught the other guy
Anderson
too.
gets this reaction, but Ryder doesn't.
Well, if you know anything about Ryder, he's already familiar with AI technology, so
He sure is.
he's also much older. Just as a quick side note, Ryder is about 31 right now, and Anderson's 23.
I can see who has played through Andromeda and who hasn't.
I have quite literally played 3-4 hours of Andromeda.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he was in the beginning. He was the first hour or two.
Yeah, but 3-4 hours, there aren't many people who make a impact on you in any game. So Anderson, what I mean by threat is what you would normally expect. Threats to the lives or well-being of this crew. As long as you don't pull a gun out and try to go on a killing spree or try to intentionally sabotage one of the life support systems on the ship, you'll be fine.
All right. I'll take your word for it for now.
He kind of like scans like the rest of them. Does anybody else have any questions or concerns about our chief of security?
You do catch there's a few side eyes of like concern, but no one really speaks up.
Okay. Just one more thing in regards to the mannerisms on this ship. I and the rest of the senior crew here do expect everybody to do their job and do it well. But I'm not a hard ass. I have a very open door policy for anybody who needs to talk. If you need any sorts, if you need anything and you need it to speak to the captain, feel free to approach me. I'm not going to do anything to harm you. With that said, I would like to introduce the rest of my crew here, the Mimsy Six. He kind of just like motions towards the rest of the crew and sort of like gives them a look to start introducing themselves and like what their role is on the ship.
I think Vera immediately kind of steps forward a little bit. A couple of you have met me already. I am Vera. I am the head of our navigation aboard this ship. I will also be in charge of any disciplinary actions that need to be taken to any crew members aboard. However, we hopefully won't have to go down that road together, as long as everybody is on their best behavior as we embark upon this mission together.
You see a good chunk of them just like nod in acknowledgement.
He looks over to like the other three that haven't been introduced yet.
I'll step forward. I'm Jamar. Any and all engineering questions and or weapon or armor consignments, come to me.
They all nod again.
You're muted.
Riley is muted.
Hi, everybody. I am Riley Higgins, and I am in charge of the science and medical areas, and essentially it's just me. So hopefully some of you are assigned to that unit if you have any skills with healing or medicine, field medicine, anything like that. Even if you're not in my unit, I appreciate knowing. And my door is open all the time. Any help, any questions, anything I can do. It doesn't look like many of you are humans, so a special welcome aboard to those of you who are. And we are here to, I think, in part, show everyone that everyone is an individual and should be judged on those merits and nothing else.
You do see one of the Turians kind of give you a look. It's like, would you prefer humans over us?
Do I get that? Do they say that, or?
Yeah, they say that.
Oh, absolutely not. This is an opportunity for as many of the races in the galaxy to work together as possible. I see this as a great opportunity, and in no way do I want to just work with humans. That's not why I'm here at all, and I hope none of you are either.
You see the Turian kind of nod a moment and say, like, with no disrespect, but perhaps next time you should choose your words a bit more carefully, considering what happened not so long ago. Appreciate your open-mindedness.
Well, I do hope all of that is behind us and we can make a fresh start and be a good example of, something we can all be proud of, that people will look at and say, yeah, this is the way it should be.
I point directly at the Turian that was speaking. I just go, what is your name?
Cashless Naril.
And what is your specialization?
Communications.
Understood.
If it helps, we are all part of the 7th Fleet under Admiral Terdros. We have a reputation.
Very familiar with the reputation of the 7th Fleet. I was the navigator of the TSF Talon for a number of years.
You see Tidius kind of looking at him, kind of shooting him a look of like, mind your manners, as he does look back at you, Vera, and he's like, apologies for him interrupting.
No apologies necessary. I want all of us to be on the same page when it comes to the openness and the acceptance of this crew. We are all here to accomplish the same thing, and I expect every one of us to treat every other one of us with respect.
Handful of them nod.
And speaking of communications, see, motions on over to Tarquin, our communications officer.
I am Tarquin Kirik. I will be your communications liaison. He says it very slowly, like it's like,
It's like a new word.
Liaison.
Yes.
And then you guys suddenly hear, up above, almost like through the vents, you hear, and I'm co-captain, so you have to listen to me too.
You gonna come down here, kid, and introduce yourself, or you gonna act like a Volus in the vents?
She suddenly goes, as if like, oh crap, I wasn't supposed to talk. And she's like, I'm not here.
Right. Well, if you see a small human child running about the ship, that's my daughter, Mercy.
You see a lot of confused looks like, what? Human girl and Krogan? Oh, okay. A lot of confused faces.
I think Brockus likes getting that reaction from people.
But you do hear skittering as if someone's like trying to get away because like, oh shit, I got in trouble.
When Brockus says that, Riley is going to take kind of a quick, without staring or anything, take a quick look at Cassie just to see what Cassius' reaction, just sort of the initial reaction that Cassius has to that whole thing.
Oh, you mean the Turian that talked to you?
Yeah, the communications guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Castless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, who?
Sorry, got the name wrong.
C-A-S-L-U-S. Castless.
Oh, C-A-S-L-U-S, sorry.
Yes. To aliens. He's definitely behaving ever since his lieutenant kind of shot him a look. So he's mostly just scanning. It's a little like intense, but it's not necessarily, it's more of kind of like what Omen was doing. He's just kind of scanning and analyzing. It's almost like he's trying to take all of you in one by one.
Yep.
But there wasn't a look of, oh, oops, I've done it now kind of thing, realizing that the captain has a human child. Okay.
I mean, there was confusion in that moment, just like many others, but kind of just goes back. There were the two humans in the back, though, are very much just like, oh wow, there's more humans on here than we thought. Because it's pretty much just the two of them. It's just those are the only humans, are just those two, so they kind of have their little corner. They almost look like they're the outcasts of the group, very much making themselves known in a corner.
Just the two of them.
Now, I do have one question.
Yes.
I see there are a variety of different specializations here. Did the Spectre happen to send any helmsmen?
You do see a Solarian kind of have a hand go up, and he goes, yes, I am a helmsman.
Perfect, you're with me.
Very well.
Now, assignments. Officers, you will report directly to Vera. Engineers, you have much looking forward to serving under Jamar. Scientists, doctors, you'll be under Doc Riley. Communications, you're under Tarquin. And our security staff, you will be reporting directly to Omen.
You see a couple faces kind of like look at each other like, oh fuck. It's like,
Oh shit, we gotta work with the guest.
This
And a
unit
couple-
welcomes you in our employ.
like, fuck, we got the short end of the stick here.
Assignments have already been doled out in your PDAs according to external parameters.
So we
they
don't-
already have like their rounds and their patrol areas and then everything already just like directly sent to their Omni tools. He built that while the whole discussion was happening.
Now, I don't want everybody to think that they have to jump right into it and get to work. I'd rather have everybody familiarize themselves with the layout of the ship. That way nobody gets lost. And in the case that we need all hands on deck.
Very well. Who will be showing us then? As Tidius kind of looks to you.
I think Vera and I can handle that.
Very well. So I have a question for you then, Captain Brockus. Where are we
Shoot.
going first? Where are we headed?
First planet we're heading to. So he walks over and he punches a few buttons on like the little command console to bring up the map. So I do not know how much the Spectre how much information she gave you, but we are in pursuit of a recently kidnapped crew member of ours. Of a, for lack of a better word, scavenger hunt has been set up for us in order to reclaim her. We have to find Prothean data disks that are rumored to be spread out amongst multiple planets. First planet we're hitting going to be Phoenix in the Argus Rho cluster. After exploring there, we are going to make our way to the Anakin Beta, to Sharing, and then over to the Armstrong Nebula to Antibar. If our search results in less adequate findings, we'll then make our way to the Voyager cluster to Binthu. And from there, we will hopefully have everything we need. And if not, there are a few other planets we will be hitting. But for the time being, this is the charted course.
Very well. We were also informed to keep all of you in the loop of what is going on with the other Spectres as well, as they, at least a couple of them, have been tasked with finding out what is going on with the missing scientists, the creatures, Thomas himself, as well as what is going on within the Turian hierarchy. We do have quite a bit of information, but I have been told that you were also put in the loop with the council as well. So as soon as we find more information, as well as when we find information as a group, we are to inform the council and our respected specters, including Arissa, of course.
Understood.
So we are to make way to the Argos Row cluster then.
That is correct. As soon as we are ready to head on out, we will do so. But I feel, again, getting a layout of the ship is probably the best thing for everyone. It's a bit of a big ship.
Very well. And Brockus, you have noticed over time, everyone except the Turians seem to have been like slowly grabbing the food in the center of the table and like eating it. As they're just like, oh, snacks.
He kind of smirks. He's like, help yourselves to the food. I've made enough for everybody. And yes, there is food here that is safe for Turians to consume. As every one of the safe ones are going to have like a little flag or little like toothpick sign, cue card, something that says it's safe.
Little toothpick with the flag that says Turian safe.
Yeah.
See, all I can picture is just a stamp with Vera's face on it.
Vera approved.
It's got the Vera stamp.
Yeah.
Very well. Where would you like our equipment to go for our living quarters?
That will probably be the first stop we make, is getting everybody situated in their own quarters.
Very well.
Before we step on out to our little guided tour of the ship, does anyone else have any questions, concerns, regrets?
I do have a question. Yes, actually. As you do see a female Solarian kind of pipe up a little bit, she goes, was wondering, not all of us are fighters, though we're asked for some fighters. How many of us would you like us to actually come on missions, or are we to stay shipside?
For the time being, everybody will be shipside. I believe if there is a need for extra bodies on missions, it will be good to have a list of names of those of you who are versed in combat.
Very well. Was told smaller groups get job done much faster. Very well.
Seems to have worked out for us.
Very well. Thank you.
While we have everyone here, I would also like to point out that this individual here is named Asilia, and although she isn't technically one of the officers aboard the ship, she is my right hand. So if you cannot find me for whatever problem you may have, you're free to report to her, and she will come get me.
I feel like a dick now because I completely, I didn't think Asilia was in the room.
I had a plan for her the whole time.
There was
depending on what you guys
there's
did.
no mention of her. So I was just like, oh, okay, Asilia's probably up, in the helm or something.
I had a plan for her just in case, but I was like, oh, no one's mentioning her. Okay. She's kind of doing what Tarquin was doing. She's just kind of behind Vera, arms crossed, just intense glare at everyone. Speak when spoken to kind of face. And she just nods to everybody. And so Cetius kind of looks to you, Brockus, and goes, anything else we need to know before we start the tour?
Kind of looks back at his crew. Anyone have anything?
Nothing in particular comes to mind. If anyone has brought personal effects with them, do bring them on the tour, as you will be assigned rooms once we reach the dorms.
Very well.
That was one thing we forgot to mention. There are 2 Varen on board. Do not worry. They're friendly.
Damn, I was secretly hoping you guys would forget. You do see there's like a handful of Turians that are just like, like all wide-eyed, like oh my gosh, Varen. And then of course, the 2 humans are just like, what the hell is that? Like, what is that?
The space dog.
What is
That Google history's about to get real messed up.
I know. We're learning so many new words today. Vera and Brockus, you two would probably be able to notice this more. Can I have you roll a perception check for me?
Sure. Oh yeah, Brockus is one of my few characters who is actually proficient in perception.
A
I got a 23.
a 23? Okay.
I got a 29.
Oh damn. Okay. So you both see. You guys aren't really familiar with it, except Vera. You would recognize this. As you see the symbol on the humans, is the symbol for the Alliance. As of course that was the group that fought in the war, of course. However, there is a patch on the younger gentleman that you do not recognize. Because everyone else has very unified patches. They do as well, but he just has an extra one on his other shoulder that says N7 on it.
M6 and N7 now collide.
I know. They become one. Oh my god, they become 6-7. No!
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it!
No!
Well, now we gotta change our
Anderson.
name.
No, you gotta
Anderson,
change
lose
it.
that patch.
He's like, but I just got it.
No, as
I-
long as you're on this ship, you are not part of the N7 program.
We can't let the meme infect the crew.
I had to do some research and look it up. And though Ryder was part of the N7 program, he was N7. He was later.
Yep.
But Anderson was the very first N7 candidate. So, and at this point in the timeline, it was like recent, like a few months. And it was because of this that everyone's like, hey, Ryder, you should too. And he's like, all right.
Brockus is gonna like step back a little bit to Vera and just kind of like talk to her like under his breath. He's like, we should probably get like a officers meeting and whatnot in the morning, right? It's kind of like what
Yeah.
actual
and-
ships do.
Yes. Usually there's like an officer's briefing, if not daily, every other day, at the very least.
I think we're doing it daily to get things started.
It's probably a good idea.
One last thing, officers. There will be a daily officers meeting at 0600.
Very well. Understood.
He kind of like looks to like the rest of the crew. That's including all of you as well.
They all kind of look at each other, and you hear some whisper saying, like, didn't he just say officers? All right.
No, like he looks over at like the rest of the Mimsy 6.
Oh! You meant... Everyone's like, he
crew.
just
Like-
said. Wrong crew, sorry.
Yeah, because he just like confirmed with this is Vera and didn't include anyone else.
No. I'm on board now. Got
Talk
it, got it.
nods.
All right, there's nothing else.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's nothing else. Let's get this tour on the road.
And,
As he's like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
as he's like walking, like as he begins to walk, he like looks over at Vera's. Like a very excited thought comes through his mind. You know, with this crew, we can actually now use the mess.
That's right, we can. It no longer has to sit empty.
No. Holy shit, we have an actual ship.
It's a little bit overwhelming, but exciting.
Practice for that fleet later, right?
That's right.
You're like, we have people. All right.
Just a question: did the Solarian who said that they were a helmsman, did they give their name?
They did not. They just
Okay.
promptly answered the question. So if you wanted to pass by them as you were walking out, you could ask them if you wanted to.
Yeah, since Brockus is gonna have to personally train him how to operate a Krogan ship, probably good idea he gets to know this one.
Okay. So when you ask him, he tells you his name is Nulal Tamor.
Spell that, please.
Of course. N is a nuclear. ULOL. And then TAMOR. Nulal Tamor.
Perfect.
And again, because, of course, because Turians, they will have a manifest of, like, everyone there and their assignments and everything. So, of course, at one point, they are going to present it to you guys. Because also, Turian military, they're efficient, so... You have to deal with all that now, Brockus. Not just Vera.
That's why Brockus said the officer was going to report under Vera.
Yeah. Yup.
Get to it, number one.
And I will read
Number one.
every single report that they submit, and I will compile them into one large report that you will receive daily.
Oh, God. Joke's
And
on
I may
you.
skim over it.
Skim.
I think while they're doing the tour, Tarquin is trying to find some sort of manual to read about the communication system because he doesn't know how to operate it. And now he has to train people on it.
He's like, oh, fuck, first day on the job.
He's like, they told me I didn't have to do anything, now I have to do things.
Fuck, I just was made an officer. What the fuck?
I was given a job, I don't know what to do.
He has no proficiencies in a ship system at all.
God.
Yeah, but he didn't bring that up to Brockus. He just said, okay, I can do that.
I was gonna say,
You
did
said you didn't have to do anything, so he said okay.
You made that choice to not tell anyone what you do. You were just like, I'm just here.
Yes.
So that's on you. All right. I would say at this point, as you guys are giving the tour and walking everyone around as they kind of slowly, one by one, get in their quarters, as you do see that there is kind of your quarters, and then much further back on the same level on the ship, there's more crew quarters that are still nice, but they're smaller rooms compared to yours. So you guys got like the suites by comparison, if you will.
Officers' quarters and then
Pretty
crew
much.
quarters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it enough that there is one room per crew member, or is it like one room per 2 or 3 crew members?
For the crew members, there's at least 2 to 3 per room.
When we're handing them out, it's just going to go in alphabetical order, and the like little keypads that are next to all the doors for opening and closing and all that stuff, I'll set it up so that each keypad displays the name of the crew members that are within that room, so you
Perfect.
don't actually have to go in the room to see who's there.
Perfect. Yeah, and you guys all have that too, whether you guys chose to program that or not. But yeah, because it is an official ship, you guys would have that ability very easily to do so, as there is a slot for it. So, yeah. All right, perfect. I think with that, since we're pretty much right on 11:30, I think this is a really good spot to end. However, I do have a question for you guys. Do you want to see what Ryder and Anderson look like?
It's kind of like an obvious yes.
Well, we got Anderson. So, oh god, which number is this? So,
It's
Oh,
baby
Anderson.
Anderson.
it's
Oh,
baby.
baby.
saying.
It's baby Anderson.
He's
Oh.
baby. And then Ryder, who's not all gray at this point, because of course he's much younger.
Nah, damn.
Damn.
Ooh.
Ryder was good when he was young.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Because depending on what happens, I did make a handful of tokens of some of like the primary people just in case, and I'm just like, ooh, I get to make them.
So what I'm hearing is because he has plot armor, we just send Anderson into everything.
Oh
Basically,
god.
he can't die because otherwise the whole story goes to shit. So yeah,
I
Anderson
mean-
goes first into everything.
Spoiler: Ryder and Anderson. Well, they can die, but someone's gonna have to bring them back in a cloning process. But now they don't know they're a clone.
That, or if we let something happen to them, then the events of Mass Effect are just going to get so much worse because they aren't there to intervene.
Oh, so I can't
Oh,
yell
no.
Anderson, take on that Thresher Maul with your knife.
Oh.
I mean, you
no.
can. We just may regret it later.
Yeah.
It's just if he dies, you have to make sure you obliterate every trace of his DNA. Then the story is truly and absolutely effed.
You guys are terrible.
I do also want to note, while we're still on the Citadel, because I might not remember to do this next session.
Okay.
I would like to just find a shop anywhere that is capable of doing it and get each of us a little officer pin that we can wear.
Aww.
And also a co-captain pin for Mercy.
Oh, that's adorable. Well, considering how those are actually pretty easy to make with the machine, like you can definitely get that done within like an hour.
You know what I
Okay,
just
awesome.
realized?
Didn't
What?
I just finish making a set of badges? Like, that would
Just
be
be-
easy.
To put to the
Because
armor,
of-
though, for the armor.
Because of what we said previously about Mercy, this is the first time Anderson and Shepard are gonna meet.
It is. It
True,
is.
true.
Well, remember at the very, very beginning of Mass Effect 1 when Anderson is briefing everyone about Shepard, and he kind of gives Shepard a lot of praise.
Yeah.
Knows her history. He's like, I've been with this girl, and man, she's got like balls of steel, man. She is fearless. Her daddy was a Krogan.
She shot a bird in the face and killed it.
Which is why it's so perfect with your backstory, Brockus, with her, how you perfectly select the whole what was it? Her colony was attacked, and
Like the only
colony
survivor of
survivor.
a colony.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, Mercy. It's too perfect. Oh, that was so much fun. I was so excited. Like the whole time I'm just like, I'm going to force myself for them to know that it's Ryder and because Anderson, because I was curious when I was trying to get all the names together for like who would be there and everything. I'm just like, anyone known that's around that would potentially be part of this crew? And I'm like, oh, they would be. It would make sense.
We get baby Anderson.
Baby Anderson. Because in 6 or 7 years is when he gets his first ship and his first crew. And then anyone who's read the books, that's like the first book with him and everything. So that's like when he starts getting his first. That's when he starts taking off on his career and everything. When he's not a baby. So, yeah, I was really excited. I was wondering when I could try to get some people that people know in the universe, because I didn't want to force it. So yeah, when the Prothean thing happened, I'm like, Liara. Just a name drop, if nothing else, if nothing else happens from that, but it's still great. But yes, thank you guys so much for showing up. Excuse me, this is not the only show we have on this channel. We have our longest running campaign of Destiny Forge, on its 4th campaign actually now on Mondays, run by, I almost called you Brockus, run by Rojan.
Everyone gets a shotgun.
Everyone gets a shotgun. However, we are temporarily doing alternate Mondays with that, as we are having a little mini story based on the Avatar: The Last Airbender tabletop game called Escape from Varric Island, also run by Rojan. Then we have our alternating Tuesday show of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars 5e conversion run by Tilt. Then we have our 2 Thursday shows. We have this show of Mass Effect Horizons, run by moi. And then we have our alternate show of A New Era, run by Rojan. Then we have our 2 Saturday shows of Withered Wastes, run by Rojan, which this weekend's going to be lots of crying, and I'm
Drama.
so here for it.
Lots
So
of
here
drama.
for it.
And a card pull, because Cass still needs to do
That's
their deck
true.
pull.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, and then alternating Saturdays, we do have. I almost said Tales of the Undead Rim. Wow, I already did that. The Downfall of Propriety. Don't know where that came from. Bridgerton, 18th century kind of Victorian style inspired D&D game run by Malls. Then we have our brand new show airing this Saturday for its debut of episode 1, our Vigilant 6 West Coast game run by Spiffy. So that is going to be Saturday evening, so definitely don't miss out on that. We normally have a Sunday show of Wayward Wanderers, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign run by Az. It is on hiatus for the summer, though, however. Of course, we have our once-a-month show of Behold Lore, where me, Fox, and Rojan get together and discuss different topics with guests and ask fun questions. We post everything on YouTube, of course, past and present. But we also have our Bluey one-shot tomorrow, run by me, where you guys are playing little kid doggos, just using your imagination and just having fun. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it.
It is. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we have, I'm running it, of course, then we have Tiltbot, Gilly, Rojan, and Sugar in that. So we are going to have so much fun as you get to see these cute little doggo kids. So I'm very excited for that. So yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow for the Bluey one-shot. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time for Mass Effect. Until then, you guys take care.
Have a good night, everyone.